Salute everybody. Welcome to Switching Lanes with Miss Parker. Miss Parker, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for pulling up with me on this good Sunday, okay? Salute to PJ for becoming a new member. Thank you, PJ, so much. Please don't forget to hit that like button as you come in or pass by. Turn on your notification bell. Please share this live, please. Riders, help me reach my YouTube goal of 15 by purchasing a super sticker or a super chat. It's an incentive by YouTube, and you only have to purchase a super sticker for as low as $2, and it'll help me reach my goal. Please say hello to your neighbor as you come in. Thanks. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Salute Tony, salute Kim, my sister, my rider. Salute Tony, welcome to the Riders team. Welcome. I got a couple of mods in here, so y'all welcome the new mods to the team. Hey Nicole, my sister, my rider. Regina, Colton. Let me see. Kimberly, adjusted my crown. Yolanda, Lizzie, Allison. So tonight I've been on the phone. I've been busy. I want to say thank you to my riders, to each one of my team sisters. They really helped me get through this, and we're gonna have some special guests. I'm gonna have this lady that's on the screen now, which is Kimani's mother. I'm gonna have Kimani's cousin on the show. I'm gonna have Kimani's mother up here on the panel with me as well. I'm going to play this clip and we're going to get to it. If you have like a real serious question, she's going to answer questions. Let's be respectful in the chat, you guys. But at the same time, if you have a real serious question, I know how y'all be asking and it be going fast. You can send it in a 99-cent super chat. You know what I'm saying? But she is here to answer questions. And we want to talk about Kimani. We want to know where Kimani Latigue is. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I've been busy. I've been super busy talking to some of my sisters behind the scenes, getting messages. So I want to get this started. This is why we are here. Let me get to it.
To me like this.
Yeah.
Now, the search continues today for a missing 13-year-old in North Toledo. Kimani Latigue was last seen in the early hours of Tuesday morning. Latigue's family says she was not answering her phone, and that behavior was out of the ordinary for her. WTOL 11 followed a search party that was organized this afternoon and spoke to Latigue's mother, who lives in Cleveland. She says the last few days have taken an emotional toll on her.
It would be the world to me. Like this I hate to, I don't like cursing, but honestly, this is breaking me. I've been falling the apart since I found out. I've legitimately been on social media since the minute I found out, spreading awareness, sending out flyers, contact information, anything to get my baby home. I have not slept in 3 days. I have not ate in 3 days.
If you have any information that could lead to Kimani's whereabouts, you are asked to contact Toledo Police, or you can simply call the Crime Stoppers hotline.
All right. Man, 13-year-old missing Kimani Latigue. Another sad story, another sad situation we have on our hands as we trying to get through this Messiah Harris case. Hey, Deborah, I see you, sister. Butterfly, my sister. Chin. Raw, my sister. My riders. Stanford, mom, my sister. My rider. Short stack, sister. So let me hold on, y'all. Let me make a call so I can get them to. One second, guys. Let me tell her I'm ready. Hold on, guys. Make sure she ain't said nothing. Hold on, let me copy this link. Y'all really got to figure this out. Let me see if I can paste it. Okay. So I just sent Nate a link again. Hopefully she can click it or whatever. Hey Binky Boo, hey sister. Hey Rosie sister. Man, what's up with all these young girls missing? It's so sad. As I wait for Katrina to see if she's still gonna be able to make it. Katrina is the cousin of Kimani. She is the cousin of Dorothy as well. I reached out to Dorothy as well. She said she would be able to do it tomorrow. So who knows? But I talked to Katrina for a long time, and when I will say wow, I was wowed. I also talked to Kimani's mother um for a short minute, and I want to give a quick breakdown of where we're at. Where I give them. Let me see. Let me put this on. I gotta turn, so I don't want to miss them in case she texts me, guys. Hold on. I want to tell for people that wasn't here earlier, I want to kind of give you a reason why we're here, how we got here today. That's why I love my phone on Do Not Disturb, guys. Hey, Alicia, my sister, my rider. I was doing my morning show and I was like, this particular clip just stood out to me, so I listened. Well, I read the title and stuff, and I kind of looked at the comments, and um, boom, it brought me to 13-year-old. Let me just delete all of this.
Her glasses and her underclothes were by the couch in the front room. Her pajamas were in the dining room and the floor.
A Toledo family is asking for help to help find a 13-year-old who's been missing now for more than 2 days. Her name is Kimani Latigue, and Alexis Means spoke with her family members today. Alexis, what are they telling you?
Well, Sasha, the Toledo Police Department, they went out and they talked to the grandmother today. The grandmother says the teen has never run away. She did not show up for school on Monday, and when you call her cell phone, it goes straight to voicemail.
I just want her to come home safely. I mean, she's not in trouble. She hasn't been in trouble.
This is a picture of Spring Elementary student Kimani Latigue. The teen has not been seen since Sunday evening after 10 p.m. Her grandmother says she came home from work and the door was unlocked.
It was Monday morning.
Okay.
And when I came home, she wasn't here. Of course, she was supposed to have been on her way to school, but according to the way that the house was set up, once I got here, because it was in complete disarray, she wasn't here. So I called the school so that I can talk to her, and they said that she wasn't there.
She says Kimani's keys were at the house along with her glasses. Her grandmother says the 13-year-old can't see without them. She also told me the stove was on and you could smell gas.
Other than her and I, it's just the two dogs in the house. So who cut it on? So that was kind of suspicious. Then her glasses and her underclothes were by the couch in the front room. Her pajamas were in the dining room and the floor.
Her family handed out flyers telling people if they see her to call police. The teen's grandmother says she's not the type of kid to run off.
She always calls me and asks me prior to going somewhere, can she?
Hey, Kat, make sure just let me see if I can take you off mute. Unmute your phone, Kat. You see where it says unmute mic? Katrina, do you see where it says to unmute your mic? It says give the camera access and your mic access. So you have to unmute it. There you go.
Oh, hey, I have muted my mic because I was having my niece turn her tablet down.
Okay. This is Katrina, y'all. This is Kimani Latigue's cousin. And also we're gonna have Kimani Latigue's mother as well speak out for a minute. Katrina, thank you so much. I got to talk to you, and Top Flight, my sister, sent me a link where you was saying, hey, you guys, I just got to put on my own search. I got to find my cousin. I'm not getting the right answers. You know, it's a lot of missing pieces. So for anybody that would like to join me on the search, reach out to you. And I thought that was so powerful. because we're seeing now where nobody is volunteering, nobody's helping search for these missing kids, but you was like, hey, so you want to tell us a little bit about what's going on and a little bit, can we hear about Kimani and the good side of Kimani and what she liked, what she loved?
Hold on just a minute, y'all. I was
Go
trying to
ahead,
grab my charger.
go ahead, go ahead. And it'll give y'all a second to come in. Make sure you hit the like button, please. Make sure you say hello to your neighbor. And again, if you have, Sierra says she's going to be here to answer any questions that we have. But Kimani Latigue is 13 years old, missing out of Toledo, Ohio. So if you're in the Toledo, Ohio area, I'm going to make sure Katrina drops her Facebook. We get her Facebook top light. If you could drop her Facebook link in the chat so people can go see get Katrina's number as well so they can help her search for um um Kimani.
Okay, I got my charger now.
Okay. Take your time, Trina. Get ready. Take your time. Salute
Okay, now I know
Kiana
you
earlier.
said it ask questions about things that Kimani like. I was gonna let her mom answer those questions because
Okay.
she could probably answer them better than me.
Okay.
Like because I know uh when they say she didn't have no visitation rights, from what I know, and you know, she was with her mom the weekend before she had went missing, so I know that was a lie for sure.
Yeah, she was here. She was at my house on the 15th. I'ma say since my mother got custody of my daughter because she didn't have custody before. She was bouncing in between my godmother and my mother for like 12 years. My mother just got custody in September. Um like the beginning of September cuz the child custody case was held I believe August 27th. Um but I know, like I said, I can't really say too much because my mother uses me as a bargaining chip for my daughter. When my daughter don't do something that she want her to do, she cuts off contact with me so that my daughter can't talk to me. I can tell y'all my daughter like basketball. She like drawing. She like video games. She like hanging out with friends. But I mean, honestly, outside of that, I mean, I know she love her family, but outside of that, I really couldn't tell y'all too much. Last time I seen my daughter, besides Saturday the 15th, was shit, her 11th birthday.
Yeah, that's what she had a TikTok birthday,
Yeah.
and that's what I was like. And that was the first time I seen pictures of you. Like I
Hmm.
told you, I didn't even never know her when we was growing up. I just now meeting Tierra.
Yeah. So me and you got a chance to talk. She said, Butterfly said to Sierra, is it possible her daughter will try to get to her?
I mean, I think it's very possible that if my daughter has a way to find me, she will.
Yeah.
Um, my daughter know I love her. I always try to do the absolute most that I can to make sure that, I'm saying, that she knows that she's loved, that she knows that she's protected. Even throughout everything, like even with like recently, like I said, my mother wasn't letting me talk to my daughter. So when I wasn't able to talk to her through her phone or through my mother, I went to her dad and I'm like, look, every time you got Kimani, I need you to call me. I need to be able to talk to my baby. I need her to know that I'm still here.
Yeah. So you're through the news per news recording, we heard that you wasn't in town and that you had to travel a ways to get to get down to Cleveland and stuff. So what was the phone call? Was it from Dorothy or was it from the police station?
No, so the initial phone call that I got, because I'm not a real big social media person, like I pop on there once every blue moon. If you know what I'm saying, if there is something that I want to share, but I'm not really big on social media, so I really didn't have none of it on my phone, not Facebook, Instagram, nothing. And Tuesday between like 3:30, 4 o'clock, my sister had called me. My sister lives in Indianapolis.
Okay.
But my sister had called me and she like, what the fuck is this? Why is Kimani all over Facebook? And they talking about she missing. Keep in mind, Monday was my youngest daughter's birthday. Both of my girls is 10 years and 11 days apart. So me hearing that and my baby was just at my house, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are you talking about? She good. Like I'm thinking it's a horrible fucking prank, bro. I never saw this shit coming. Never. Never
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. They said was I think it's Darnell. Was he is he a real father?
Darnell
'Cause-
is her real father.
Okay.
I was gonna say too though, my mother did not call me until Thursday at 3:49 p.m. And even then it still wasn't, hey, Kimani's missing. It was, why the fuck ain't you here? And I was like, why the fuck ain't you call me? Hello.
So I heard so many conflicted stories because when I did the clip, I went across Instagram because I do a morning show, but I was like, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm a little bored, so I got some clips. But something about your daughter just stuck out to me because I advocate for kids over here. I love the kids, and I love keeping their names alive, and I love um, reaching out to as far as I can go to see if people's in those areas to help look. And your baby stuck out to me and she stuck to me that story. And I seen her say that she came home. Dorothy said she came home and um her keys was there and her glasses, and she said she just could not see without her glasses, and that stuck to me. And I was like, well, and she said, well, I called, and she said the house was in disarray, and she's also said that so I was like, well, if she needs her glasses and she can't see and the gas is on, you said the house was in disarray, and disarray means it's disheveled, it's shit everywhere, tables turned over and some more, how she described it. That's, disarray means the house is tore up. So I was like, why would you call the school and not the police? So when we first seen her missing report,
Hmm.
it said that they reported her the last time she was seen was Sunday the 16th. So that was a little odd to me.
Well, I can tell you that's accurate. Her dad has been telling me, cause he ended up calling me shortly after my sister did. And he said my mama didn't call him until late. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was told. But he said for sure, uh, he dropped her off. This is his story. I'm not saying that it's true, but he said he dropped her off at my mama's house at 10 o'clock the night before. She called him at 12:30 saying that somebody was trying, or I'm sorry, at 11:30 saying that somebody was trying to break in. He left her house according to him at like 12:30, and that was it. But I don't think I don't know too much about what's going on with Darnell or if any part of that was true to begin with. What I do know is my mother's story and about how she found the house does not make sense. When I got here, because I did speak to my mother, when I got here, I asked my mama when she got here and she seen the house, was the door open? She said, no, the door wasn't open. It was just unlocked. Now, if I'm thinking from a logical standpoint, if that door was unlocked but it was closed and that gas pilot had been lit, we'll say 1:45 when they say that Kimani called her dad and called her dad's girlfriend. If that gas pilot was turned on around 1:45 and my mama says she didn't get home until about 10 o'clock, that's 8 hours that gas has been running. If you open that door and that gas been running that whole time, it would have knocked you clean the fuck out.
Yes.
Not only that, my
Them
mama
dogs would have
smokes
been
like a
hit.
motherfucking chimney. My mama smokes like a motherfucking chimney. 9 times out of 10, when my mama walked in that door, she was smoking a motherfucking cigarette. Bitch, that shit would have blew your ass out that water. Them dogs would not be alive.
No, no.
Both of them dogs, I just seen them the other day. They cool. They a little not normal. They acting a little weird, but they cool.
So what's
Secondly,
so
secondly, my daughter is not one of them ones that's gonna leave her clothes just anywhere. My daughter's very insecure about her body and different stuff like that. My daughter only gets dressed in her bathroom or in the bed or in her bedroom.
someone said when you had your daughter, because you had her that week, like the 15th,
Yeah, she was with me on the
was
15th.
she concerned, Sierra? Was she different or was she just vibrant? Which, no
No,
concern.
she was vibrant. She was her normal self. She was happy. She was elated. I think she was honestly just happy to see me because it's been so long. You feel me? And finally, my mother gave her father to go ahead to bring her to me. I've been begging to see my baby for forever. So I think her having that connection back really just the thought and the hope and the prospect of being able to have me in her life again. I think that's really like I think it really just took over for her. I don't think she was really thinking about anything else at that moment. But yeah, she was at my house. She played video games. She played with me, played with her sister. You know what I'm saying? We had a ball.
Yeah. Is Dorothy your real mother or
Yeah,
stepmother?
she's my no, she's my biological mother.
Where is these stories coming from, Sierra? That this is your adopted mother. It's so many stories out there right now.
That's because
I
social media
I was
just
gonna
make
say
that
I
their
think
own little.
yeah, I think what it is because I mean I have talked about that I'm adopted before, and I think people just got the stories mixed up and misconstrued with everything else that's going on. I mean it's already hard to keep track of what's what with the case in itself, but then when you add in individual people and you trying to figure out who they are and why things are the way they are, things tend to get a little chaotic. So I think that's where that came from.
Thank you for clearing that up, baby. Top Flight said, "Who had time to change her clothes?"
I don't think it was a matter of her changing her clothes. What I think, I mean, honestly, if you ask me, either either my baby never made it in the fucking house, or my baby never left the house. I can't really speak on nothing else. But I mean, like I said, my baby not one of them kids that's just gonna leave stuff anywhere. My mother is not stable. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And
If
she
my
not gonna
daughter
open that door for nobody.
if my daughter would have left that house in disarray, my mama would have beat the brakes off of that girl, and I know that. My daughter has been very, and I'm gonna say it the way that I've been saying it. My daughter has not been raised; she has been trained.
Mhm.
She was not about to open that door for nobody, cause it would have been an issue with my mother. My daughter has keys. If my daughter was gonna leave on her own, she would have locked that door. My daughter cannot see without her glasses. She's very much like her mother, blind as a fucking bat. She
And that's
would
what
have
I
took her
said, Sierra.
glasses.
I said, why wasn't that concern? You said yourself. She told the news. She can't see without her glasses. So that would have been like number one, me coming in my house and seeing keys, her keys, and then seeing her glasses, knowing my baby can't see without her glasses, and then clothes in the house in this way. That's alarm for me. That's automatic. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be super dramatic, and I'm calling the police instantly. I'm not thinking
hmm
about the school. I'm not thinking. It's just out of place to me. We know
Yeah,
in
she
our house
said.
we got five kids. What's out of place? You get what
Right,
I'm
because that
saying?
don't.
Yeah, she said when she seen the house in disarray, the first thing she did was call the school to talk to Kimani. That don't even make fucking sense. That don't make sense. Why would I call the school? Motherfucker, I'm calling the police because something's clearly not right here.
Okay.
So so Donnell said, we heard him say, he went to the house, said, Kimani called him and said somebody was and about the door. When she said how smart and intelligent Kimani was, I was like, I can't see that baby opening the door for anybody. She had to be super
She
cold.
was. She wouldn't even
And
open that door for me if I would have came and knocked on that
You know what
door.
I'm saying?
mm-mm.
She no. Mm-mm.
So when he said he went with a cousin, and I was like, "Do you know the cousin?" Sierra
The cousin's name is KB. I don't know him. I've seen him one time. I've met him one time, but he's not a. From what I know, he's not a talker. The man sat in my house for a whole 2 hours with me, Darnell, and Kimani, my friend, and my youngest daughter, and he probably said all of like 3 words.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
That's
so
how
they
he
said,
was at the, when they came over to Dorothy house that day. He was just sitting there and not saying nothing.
Yeah, he's an observer for sure. He's sitting back and he's watching what's happening. But like I promise you, that entire 2 hours he was at my house, I think the only thing he said was like, "Let me hit that," talking about a cigarette type shit. Like he really don't talk.
mhm. Katrina, let me ask you this too. With him not being a talker, did that bother you or Sierra any? Like, did it seem suspicious or that's just him?
No,
I was looking at everybody who, cause see, Tierra wasn't there at this time that I'm talking about. This is when, okay, Dorothy called me at 12:47 on Messenger, and she's asking me, did my sister go to work? And I'm like, no, she said, is my sister at home? And I'm like, no, she at work. What's going on? She like, do you know if her kids went to school? Now, mind you, my sister live around the corner from Dorothy, and my nieces go to school with Kimani. So I'm like, no, what's going on? She like, Kimani didn't go to school, so I was seeing if Kimani was at her house. Now, I know for a fact, my sister, even if Kimani would have came around there, my sister, she probably would have called me before she would have called Dorothy, because she would have probably been wondering why this baby done ran away, or, whatever. But Kimani loves school. I don't see her missing a day of school. But so I just felt like that was just weird. Like, why wouldn't you call my sister and ask her if her kids went to school? Those are not my kids, those are my nieces. So, oh yeah, that I'm my bad. I was just reading something that just threw me off.
No, you can
But
read whatever. You can read whatever and answer whatever you want to. I don't want you to be thrown
weak.
out.
But so after before I hung up with her, I'm like, well, I'm gonna call her, or I'm gonna call one of my nieces. But I'm like, man, I'm not even about to call to my sister at work. My nieces at school. They don't even need it. I'm about to see. So I just, once I hung up with her, I just got a like knots in my stomach. Like it just felt weird. Cause first and foremost, me and Dorothy don't get along. So out of all people, why would she call me? But I guess maybe I'm thinking now, maybe she probably called me because she probably thought I wasn't gonna give a fuck. Cause she know that I don't like her, but baby, I love that baby. So once I dropped my brother off, I pulled up at her house and I start asking questions. What color did Kimani have on? Do you know what she had on? And I said, is any post being made about, any her missing, be on the lookout? It's never once been an Amber Alert, not even up until today. No Amber Alert has been made at all. So she like, I said, you got any pictures of her, so I could, she, nah, I gave them to the police. They gonna post her. So I'm like, okay. She tell me her side of the story of how her house was. But like she said, if the gas is on, how the fuck is you in here making an omelet? You in here cooking breakfast. When I got there, she was
So
making, she was
hold that
cook,
thought, Katrina. Not cooking breakfast. Hold on.
she was making a fucking omelet.
So
yeah,
did she go to
Darnell did
school
say
on
that.
that Monday, Sierra and Katrina? Did she go to school on that Monday or no?
She did go to school Monday, because my nieces even confirmed it. Her friends that she sit with at lunch, they all confirmed it. Even the lady in the office confirmed it, because my sister and the lady in the office are very close. She, I know she probably could get in trouble, but to tell if the baby went to school or not. But at the end of the day, this is a missing child. So she told her, yes, Kimani has been to school Monday. She did not come to school Tuesday. Kimani only missed 2 days out of the whole year, and she's only been tardy once. And the 2 days that she had missing, they said it was nothing recent.
Okay, Sierra. So, when she didn't let you see the Kimani, was it mandatory that you got to see Kimani, or anything that you feel like, dang, let me call the police about? Or it was just like, you're gonna deal with Darnell, when you know what I'm saying, to keep confusion down.
So, I mean, I've always had my parental rights, like even from like they took her from the hospital from me, but even when they gave my godmother kinship care, I still had my parental rights. My name is still on her birth certificate. Regardless of whatever, I still have that right. That is still my child.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I always had an issue. Like even with my godmother, she did the same type of shit. Used me as a bargaining chip, or used my kid as a bargaining chip when it came to me. Um, I don't know why. I'm not sure, but that's always been the case. So I always find other means, like even if it's me having to sneak into town just so I could catch a glimpse of my kid and make sure she cool. I did that. You feel me? Um, Even if it was me going through like I said, her dad, and just being like, hey, when she there, call me. Tell her don't tell nobody, but tell her call me. I need to talk to my baby. Like I've always had my parental rights, but one thing's for certain, two things for sure. I'm not about to jeopardize my kids' safety trying to be in these people's faces. And I'm not about to jeopardize my safety trying to be in these people's faces either.
Yeah. Um, why did she think someone was trying to break in, do you think? Or is that
I
just a story that you think
I
is
think
made
that's
up?
a I
I
think that's
think
a
that was just a
storyline.
story.
I
Yeah.
think that's a
Me too.
storyline that they came up with to try to explain some shit away.
So is there anybody else claiming to be your mother, or could that be the godmama that everybody's talking about? Because it's like it's somebody out there claiming to be
Probably
your mother
won't be.
besides.
Excuse me?
Like they were saying, like it was another woman, like as if it's your adopted mama. Then I think maybe is it your godmama speaking out about anything that you know of,
My
Sierra?
godmom is attempting to speak out on Kimani's behalf, but in the same token, she's sitting at home with her grandkids having a good old time. So I'm not taking too much. I'm not putting too much hope and faith behind that girl. But the only person that can ever claim me is my adopted mother because I have her last name. But she live in Maine. She don't know what the fuck is going on. That woman is about 73 years old.
Let me ask Katrina this question. Katrina, someone asked, did y'all know the name of the person that was staying with Dorothy, or because she just said it
Yes.
was her, and she claimed to the news it was just her and Kimani, but
Yeah,
you know,
yep, and that's why, and then that's crazy because every time a lie being told, and I'm calling them out on their lies, because I was standing right there when Alexis Means interviewed them. Before they even got interviewed, me and the Auntie Deetra, Alexis Means was talking to us, like, so who's going to go on air? I'm like, I will, but, I'm Kimani's big cousin, so I feel like her grandmother and her dad should go. The person, her caretaker, and the last person that seen her. So I feel like they should go on. I'm not going
Oh,
on
that's it.
on air. I said, why not? Why not be a voice for her? So once they got on there and she said what she said about them being the only ones there, I'm like, they lying. They're lying. She lying. She lying. And then the girl standing right there, and I'm like, she just said that it's only her and Kimani and these dogs living here, and this girl standing right here, and she pulled out her keys and did just like this. Shabu. If you looking for Shabu, her name's Shabu Carson. Can't nobody find her, but that's her Facebook name.
mhm.
It sounds just like it's spelled Shabu. Shaboo. And that's what she looked like. And I tried to attack that lady. Man, them people and see, I've been in crash out mode and all type of stuff. Like that girl, I told her, she told me something. I ain't never seen Dorothy put her hands up. And shut the fuck up, bitch. You can never tell me you ain't never seen her do that, because she did it in front of my friend and she don't even know her. So shut the fuck up.
Well, hold that thought, Katrina, with that what you just said. Sierra, come here real quick so I can. Then I want to get back
I'm
to
here.
Katrina.
We both right
I ain't went
here.
nowhere.
Okay. Um, what happened? The dynamic to the relationship of a mother and a daughter getting so bad because we're hearing about she blackmailing you or something like that, lying on you to get you know custody
Oh,
of.
child. I got taken away from my mother when I was 2 years and 2 months old. I came home when I was 19, and I seen some shit that she didn't want me to see, and I did some shit that she ain't want me to do, and it put a sour taste in her mouth, and she ain't like me since, and that's alright.
And it got y'all away from her, and y'all was safe.
Mm. So did Dorothy call the police or how did it go? Because we are like you said, I'm glad you cleared that up about Sunday and stuff like that. She went to school on Monday, guys.
Yeah,
But
her friends actually inboxed me and told me they self like, no, Kimani was definitely at school Monday. We had lunch together. And then her one friend also told me, her best friend, she said after we got out of school on Monday, me and her walked to the store and went and got snacks and stuff.
wow.
And she told me that that same day, my daughter was out in traffic playing in the cars trying to kill herself because she said life at home had got just too hard. So
Mm, mm. So Katrina, who else lived in the house besides? Because she said just two dogs, her and Kimani.
Shabu and her boyfriend. I'm not sure of his name.
Baba.
Look,
Baba.
look. She know his name, Babo. Look, these people that look.
Baby.
Hey, listen,
You
weird
know they
people,
don't belong
weird
nowhere.
peoples.
You know with names
When I
like
talked
that,
to
they don't
When I
belong
talked to
nowhere.
Sanika, because I asked Sanika, did she know who she was? She said, "Girl, my mama always running a homeless shelter.
Always.
She always got somebody in and out that house, registered sex offenders. That they said that
Oh.
the girl Shabu just got out from doing 6 years. I don't know what she just got out of jail from doing, but yeah, I tried to look her up. I couldn't find her. All I could find was her Facebook.
So has the
I
Shabu
asked
been
her to be her
questioned,
friend.
Katrina?
She knew who I was because they said I ran her away from over there and they ain't
Mm-hmm.
seen her ever since.
Ain't seen her since.
So have they questioned Shabu or did they even know about him? Because she said
Yeah, the detective did know about her. She has contacted her and nowhere to be found. No callbacks, no, she can't even get through on her line.
"Hmm, this is crazy. So we get back to the point of the abuse, Katrina. Um, me and you had talked for a minute, and I had a pleasure of talking to you and giving you your flowers for putting on your own search. So, how did you learn about the abuse?
I was living in the home with her. Um, my grandmother had passed away in November of 2021. And at that time, me and my kids were living in and out of hotels at. So my mom asked her if it was okay if me and the kids come stay there, because my mom, she was staying there at the time, because she didn't leave until everything was settled with my grandmother, and that was like right before Christmas. So she was there for a good. No, she was there longer because my uncle passed in October. So it was like my uncle passed, and like she had to stay up until December. So my mom was at Dorothy's house at the time, and she asked if we could stay. I didn't hear the conversation. So she said, I guess she claimed, she said yeah. But once me and Dorothy had gotten into an altercation, she had said, I never said you could come stay with me. So that's why I said I never heard the conversation. So, but back that up. Um, my mom, the day of my granny funeral, that picture that I posted with me and Kimani, we all had got new outfits for the funeral. And um I wasn't able to wear mine because it never came. Amazon, it was a delay or whatever. So Kimani didn't get to wear her new outfit because she had visible bruises and all of that around her neck and on her legs and arms. So Dorothy had her wear like a turtleneck. You can even see it in the picture that she had on the turtleneck and leggings under a dress. And I wasn't there that day, but I saw those marks on her. And my mom had said something because my mom had did Kimani hair that day, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And we one day we was getting the kids ready for school, and Dorothy was in there hitting her, but the door was shut, and my mom ran in there and tossed her across the other side of the room and told her, "Bitch, you put your hands on her. While I'm here again, I'ma stump you in this motherfucking ground. That baby is too little for you to be putting your hands on, and you keep on bullying her." So she caught an attitude and she wobbled her ass up the stairs. And she never came back down that whole day. So my mom had ended up leaving after Christmas, like right before Christmas. And then that's when she started all over again when my mom had left. And this particular day, my brother was over. My brother on my dad's side, he had came over. Um, he will, he always come visit me and my kids or check up on us. And Kimani's dad was there, and he like, "Oh, I went to school with him," and they was speaking to each other, and that was my first time ever seeing him as well. Like, he had bought her some shoes, and she was so excited that her dad bought her some shoes. She was like, "Hey, look, cousin A, look at these shoes my dad bought me some Jordans." When the kids got out of school, because she got out of school before them, by the time they made it home, she go back in her room, put her shoes out again. And that's when my brother, he came over, she go, "Hey, look at these Jordans I got." Bitch, if you don't put them motherfucking shoes up, don't nobody give a fuck about you getting nothing. And I throw that shit away. So I was like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. So I started thinking about back in April of 2021, we all had a Easter party, me and my sister, and we invited Kimani to come. So my sister went and got Kimani. And we had told, everybody, all the kids, if y'all got Easter baskets, y'all can bring them because we was taking pictures. If not, we would just figure something out. So everyone had an Easter basket and everything except for Kimani. So my brother had made his girlfriend had made so many Easter baskets for the kids, like real big laundry baskets. So I'm like, my oldest, she like, "Mom, you can get Kimani mine because I got a lot of stuff and I don't too much care for sweets like that, to care for candy like that." So she said, "You can give Kimani the one that you got for me and I can just keep the other one." So I gave it to her. And when she said that about the shoes situation, I asked her about the Easter basket. And she said, "My granny made me throw it away when I got home." And I'm like, "What?" And she like, "Yeah, because she said that I'm not allowed to have fun things." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I had told my mom, and I'm like, "Man, that lady is a fucking devil. Like, you can look at her and she look like a fucking demon. She's straight Satan."
Uh, that's great. I'm gonna come back to you,
It
Katrina
really is.
Sierra.
So, and then like I had moved out of Dorothy's home January of 2022 because I was at work, got back. My daughter said that Dorothy was calling them 1,001 bitches. I tried to drag that big bitch down them stairs. My mama said, "Nate, get up out her house now." I said, "Yeah, before I kill this bitch, because I don't." Now, it's one thing, you already in here calling this baby out her name. I never heard you call her by her name. She was always bitch. People would report her. It would not work. CSB cases, it's like was being swept under the rug.
Wow.
So it's like when people say why the family didn't, we tried. I made anonymous calls. Yes, I sure did.
I
Because
know
that
that's
baby did not need to be in that home. So once I moved out in January, that was my last time seeing Kimani up until last month when she had came over my house with my cousin, with her auntie Deetra, which is my cousin. Her granddaughters was getting their hair braided by my 15-year-old. She braids hair or whatever. So they had came over and she had 4 heads to do that day, so she was like kind of tired after she did the first head. So she said, can I just do her hair in the morning? So I called Deetra and I'm like, I was trying to make sure because I already know how, she don't let Kimani go around certain people. She let her go around who she wants her to go around. So she like, they can stay tonight. Deetra said they can stay because I said Raya wants to finish her hair in the morning. I mean, start the other kid hair in the morning because she was tired and she been doing hair all day. So, and the next day was the last time I saw her.
Hold that thought, Katrina. Hold that thought, Sierra.
Tierra.
So, what? How did Dorothy end up with Kimani, and did she try to hold something over your head, like to where she was trying to make it hard for you to get her or anything?
I mean, she threw me under the fucking bus. She told Children's Services that I was bouncing from place to place with strangers, that I was strung the fuck out. She told them
Mentally
she told them
unstable.
that I was mentally unstable. She told them that I medically neglected my baby. I brought them all the fucking documentation and they tore that shit up in my face and threw it in the trash.
Mm,
I wasn't
mm.
even living here. I was living in Cleveland when I was for the
Our
majority of
our
my
system
pregnancy.
fucked up.
I was
Our
living in Cleveland for the majority of my pregnancy. I wasn't even up here. I only came up here because my mama told me that I was supposed to have been aborted. And as my thank you for giving me life, I said I wanted to come up here and let my mother see her granddaughter be brought into this world. And that's what the fuck I get.
Yeah, we examined her Facebook. She had made a post. Yeah, because she was on Shabu. If y'all seen a post about a lady saying that she was Kimani's mom,
Yeah,
that was Shabu. The
that was the
pic was
next
she
question.
her
Why
walking
is she
around.
saying that?
Yeah, she was walking around with pictures of Kimani saying that she was the Shabu was Kimani's mom.
But the
I
fuck
seen somebody ask in the
Yeah,
comments.
and the fucked up part about the whole thing with her even like throwing me under the bus like that, like I said, I was living in Cleveland. I had my own place, paid my own bills. I was working 3 jobs. I was pregnant, so went to every appointment, never missed an appointment, no
Yeah,
nothing.
because my
Was
auntie
dealing with
Lakiva was
Braxton
even
Hicks.
saying that.
Was dealing with Braxton Hicks the whole nine. I had a car that I couldn't even drive, and I was paying my friend to chauffeur me around. So all of that's bullshit. But apparently it was enough for children's services. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm
I
just a
done
girl.
seen people lose their kids over all type of lies and can't never get them back. Our system down here is so fucked up.
And we're and she's answering some of y'all questions. Y'all asking about CPS. She said it's been swept under the rug. When Top Flight sent me the story, it was a lady, and I reached
And
out
they
to her
said
as
how
well.
many times? I
Saying
don't know
she
how many
worked with
times I
Dorothy.
called.
Yeah, she said she worked with Dorothy and said she doesn't know how Dorothy had got to keep the little girl because she had so many CPS cases. So we can't pretend
Yeah,
and
all of us
act
were
like we don't
Yeah,
taking
cover
even the
cases
lady
over
at the
here.
school said that.
all of us were taking
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, come on, y'all. We study too many cases where CPS fails these kids. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, they said several of times, Sean. They said several of times. She said too much playing in my face. Shabu saying she's the mother. All these inmates running around. I'm looking for reports. Um, why would Shabu say that? Like, that's just
Right,
strange.
like she over there running a halfway house.
I don't know, but the shit creeped me out. And as soon as I seen that post, I called the girl that posted it, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck that person is, but I'm that girl's only fucking mother. I gave birth to her, 6 pounds, 13 ounces, 21 inches long at 5:08 in the motherfucking morning. I almost gave birth to that baby on my
That
fucking
okay? This
floor.
person just asked a question.
I'm not about to play with that
Now
woman.
that was all a lie. So all that we already confirmed that about
Yeah, they
her
said that the
not
show
going
was
to
a
school
lie.
Monday. That was a lie. Cause and another thing about Monday afternoon, my friend her mom was over at Dorothy house with her son. with her.
Oh yeah, the scratch on his
Yeah,
nose.
because
Yeah.
her grandson was over there. He was playing with Kimani, and I guess they was playing with the basketball, and the little boy fell down and scratched his nose. So I'm like, how the fuck was she not there Monday when she was just playing with with my friend's son, and he was over there with his granny, and then the next day when she goes missing, the little boy, he like, hey, we gotta look for the little girl that did this to my nose last night. He kept saying that while we was outside.
Let
Yes.
me say this,
So that's
Cookie
why I'm
Monster.
like, why they keep lying about and saying Monday? Like, what the fuck? The school even confirm that, but they keep lying, saying that. But see, that you could get on the internet and say anything, and somebody will believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Cookie Monster, this is Kimani Latigue's mother. Kimani Latigue is 13 years old, missing out of Toledo, Ohio. This is her mother and her Sierra and her cousin Katrina, and
Her
they
name is T.
I can't.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
Tierra.
Tiara. I apologize, you guys. This is Tiara, the mother of 13-year-old missing Kimani.
Listen, because now look, not even being
So
funny.
I still be respectful of questions, and I get that it's sensitive, and I know we talk about
Yeah.
kids, but this is just the way too that we ask things, and you know what I'm saying, and put it into perspective. She said, "Why
Go ahead.
didn't she go take her daughter? Why leave her there?"
What?
So I guess they're saying, okay, I guess she's saying, if you went through this, why did
Because I
you
didn't have a choice.
choice? Okay.
They took
Even if she
custody.
was to take
Like I
her,
still had
yeah,
my
she
parental
could get in
rights.
trouble for that.
I still had my parental rights, but I was no longer her guardian. If I would have taken my child from that house,
They would have hit
they
you
would
with
have charged me
kidnapping
with
charges.
kidnapping and some more shit. That was not even an option, babes.
People be asking stupid questions.
That
And
was
two,
not an option.
she's saying
That
she
would have
just was
definitely made them want to keep my baby away from me. I never would have seen my baby again if that was the case.
and it's okay, Tiara, because Pete, we gotta understand, y'all. Let me give me a second, Tiara. We cannot act like we don't know. We don't know, Tiara. We're just getting to know her, and I get that we're saying like, dang, why did she leave her baby? Why? We ask that about a lot of cases, and we don't know their situation. So maybe if we just take a second to ask questions, Tiara, are you dealing with mental health? Anything? She said she was bouncing around, and she said that they used that against her, not being stable at that
I
time. So
mean,
she can
I
explain
do
that
deal
to
with.
say that, she just wasn't there at that time,
So, so,
stable wise. So I don't know if y'all
so
missed it.
I just want to comment on what you said. I do deal with mental health. I've always dealt with mental health. I went through foster care, throwing myself in harm's way, trying to protect my little sisters and brothers. You know what I'm saying? I was taken away when I was 2 years and 2 months old, and my siblings followed behind me. In a lot of them foster homes, we was raped, we was molested, we was physically abused, and I was always the soldier. I was always the warrior. I threw myself in harm's way. I gave abusers permission to abuse me, rape me, so that my little sisters and brothers wouldn't have to feel that pain. Like dead ass. I'm that one. I'm that one. So yeah, I deal with mental health. Yes, I deal with insecurities. Yes, I deal with depression. Yes, I deal with anxiety. But beyond that, the only thing I could tell you is I have ADHD. I'm autistic, but I am highly functioning. I'm not slow by any means. I have multiple college degrees. I went to school. I did 4 years of pre-law. I have a certification for business administration under my belt. I own my own business. I've owned my own business for the past 4 years. I'm doing well for myself. I'm getting ready to move into my own house that I own.
And you said you was in the process of working on getting Kimani back, correct?
I've always been in the process of getting my baby back. Um, in June of 2014 or 2024, I'm sorry. In June of 2024, I spoke to my mother. Me and my mother somehow, some way, made it on good terms. And she told me, she's like, "Look, Kimani's gotten to be too much for me. I think she needs to be with her mother." And I said, "Yeah, I think she needs to be too." She said, "I'm going to work on this third party custody papers so that we could get her home to you." Next thing I know, she's taking me to court talking about she want full custody and child support.
Mhm. So they said, Top Flight said, I heard they're looking for the dad. Why is he not coming forward?
So I'm not exactly sure what all perspired. I know the last time that I saw him was Friday at the search party meetup in Manhattan Plaza. He was saying that because he had just left from the precinct, he had just got done being interrogated, and he said they took his phone. He said that because they took his phone and he knew it was a high possibility that we was all gonna get split up, he didn't want to come on the search. So he said he was going home. His girlfriend, sister, has said that he never. Well, I don't know if it was his girlfriend or his girlfriend's sister that said it, but they said that he did not go home after he said that. He didn't show up home until that following morning, Saturday. I believe that was the 22nd at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And before he even got there, he told his girlfriend like, cameras off. Now, Nina got cameras on the inside and the outside of her house. Why? I'm not sure. But he told her to turn them cameras off, and she told him that she did. But she claimed she never actually did. She just told him that. And she said that when he came home, his boots were
You and now, Tiara.
okay. What did you miss? What did you miss? Cause
You were saying about the cameras.
okay, so she said Nina said that I guess before he got there, he called her and told her to turn the cameras off. And I guess
Mm.
she like lied to him and told him like, yeah, they offer whatever. She said when he got home, he had muddy ass, his boots were muddy. He had the rug from the back of his truck in hand. She said when he came home, he stripped naked all the way down to bare ass. She said he took all his clothes off, threw them in the wash. She said the boots and the rug, he cleaned them, like cleaned them, like bleached and everything, and then rolled the boots up in the rug and then hit it off in the crawl space. And then she said that he went and got in the shower and washed his ass. She said when he got out the shower, she asked him like, "Why did you hold on?" She said when he got out the shower, she asked him like, "Why did you throw them clothes in like that? You know, it's other stuff that we could wash." Because I think she got like I don't know how many kids she got, but I know she got quite a few of them. And then they got the new baby. So she like, "Why did you throw them clothes in there like that? It's other stuff we could have washed." And I guess he said something along the lines of, "Oh no, you couldn't have threw that in there. I pissed on myself." So you mean to tell me at your grown ass age you pissed on yourself in the back of your motherfucking truck? Bull fucking shit. Bullshit. Tell that to somebody who believe you.
So you
Anyway,
saying, so you telling me, Tiara, that he's been on the search parties, but they're looking for him?
Nah,
no, he was
he
never.
ain't went to no. He showed up at the search party, but he ain't do no searching.
No, he said he left. He said he was going home.
Yup,
Wow.
he left after we did the search party.
So when did they start looking for him?
Well,
Made him a
before we did the
suspect
search party.
after the search party?
Say it again.
When did he become a suspect? Was it after the search party?
He was never a part of the search party, but yeah, I'm guessing because like I said, that Friday was the search party. Saturday is when he showed up with the muddy boots and shit. And then I guess Nina said that she got in touch with the um the detectives or whatever um about the case to see what was going on, and she told them about the shit in the crawl space and about some other shit. I guess I don't know.
Yep, so they came and got it.
Um, Let me ask y'all
And now
this.
Dorothy is
That
harassing.
it's again.
I'm about to say now Dorothy harassing her because she gave up. She gave up everything. She gave up the camera system and let them take evidence out the house. So that's why I keep saying like Dorothy. They keep saying she don't have nothing to do with it, but why is she trying to cover up and why is she hiding and why is you trying to pull good? Why are you pulling guns out on people and why is you harassing this girl because she gave up all that information to the detective?
Mm.
Mhm.
I just seen a post too. Somebody, you remember, when somebody when we were first talking and I had paused for a minute and I said I was reading something. I guess now they on Facebook saying, see, I don't pay attention to certain stuff. Like I told Tierra, I've been seeing stuff. I even been seeing, how they've saying I'm a liar and all this and that. I haven't said nothing or defended myself up until today. And bitch, why the fuck am I arguing with y'all? Why the fuck am I arguing with y'all? Why? I mean, I don't get it. What is y'all mad at me for? Because I'm helping look for this baby? Make it make sense.
Right.
But they saying that Dorothy didn't go to work or something. I can't even look on my Facebook because we
Yeah,
on
they
here.
saying that she never clocked in.
She never clocked in for
So
work.
Dorothy never clocked in. And it's
So hold on,
crazy because
I'm about to pull it up. Give me
She
one
about
second.
to
I'm
pull
about
the
to read
post
it to
back
you.
up to read it.
okay, so
It
let me
says real family is reporting. It says real family is reporting that grandma was not at work. Grandma did not report to work that night. She called off.
Mm.
mm. So
Okay,
top
well,
flight, maybe nobody
if the people that work with her or that people that seen her on the news, are they should be speak? I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they calling in
We gotta call them.
anonymously. But yeah,
We gonna have to call them.
yeah.
so
Oh, I am.
and I feel you on that, Katrina, wholeheartedly. Top Flight said, "Well, I wonder why nobody followed him." She said she already stated that he didn't become a suspect until after the surge, so that's why.
I was
And I
gonna say too, as because I've had a lot of people trying to blow down on me and ask me. Like I had somebody on one of these posts say that I guess Nina and her sister had told them that supposedly Friday he had left to come be with me. I don't deal with that man. I don't deal with my mother. If it don't have nothing to do with my kid, I'm not fucking with them. I keep my distance. I moved to Cleveland for a reason.
yeah, Dorothy is Tiara's mother that had where Kimani 13-year-old Kimani lived at. So they decided to join the show and stuff like that because I asked to Katrina once I seen Katrina was putting on and I'm responding to y'all questions top flight. If y'all give me a second, I'm trying to write down every question y'all had. So give me a second. I expect so much out of y'all right now. If y'all get what I'm saying, with them up here, okay? Um, it came to a point where we seen some text messages, and it seems to me that Dorothy's texting herself for ransom. Um, is y'all have any knowledge of that?
Hold on, y'all go back
Okay.
in there, baby. Take those toys in the room. Go take them in your room. Okay, you said what now?
So this was one of the questions they asked in the chat. They said, did you guys how do y'all feel about her
Hey,
writing those random about ransoms to herself? Her messages got exposed where she was sending ransom messages to herself, like texting herself as if she was talking to somebody about
Yeah, that's like
somebody
she.
having a
Oh, see,
ransom out for
yep, she got
Kimani.
mad. The day before, well, see, yesterday she put a gun out on me, and the day before that, she'd call herself confronting me about posting those text messages. Now, how I got those, I was on the phone with one of my little cousins that's been with me every day, actively, day and night, not nonstop. She called me like, cousin, my mama said, um, Dorothy said that these people texting her trying to get $4,000 for to get Kimani back, and I'm like, what? 4,000? Like, be for real. 4,000? Somebody kidnapped her for $4,000. Man, get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, did your mama see these text messages? She said, yeah.
go.
I said, did she actually
Go.
see them like with her own two eyes? Now, mind you, my cousin, she's a little intoxicated. So she reading the message. She like, girl, yeah, they trying to get money for my niece and da 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 da. So I'm like, girl, send them to me. Look at me, send them to me, girl. Let me see what the number is. And I'm a text or call the number myself. So soon as I got the text messages, I said, what the fuck? Man, this shit fake. This bitch texting herself. So mind you, Dorothy do not have an iPhone. That was an iPhone text thread.
Mm.
So how did you get an iPhone text thread with your number at the top? Your number, not the other number that you claim. The girl on that live, she was pissing me off because somebody I didn't even watch her live but somebody told me what she was saying, like the messages was copied and pasted. It could never been copied and pasted. It was a whole motherfucking screenshot. And then in the third screenshot on the post, it shows a call log. How can you copy and paste a fucking call log and a screenshot? Make it make fucking sense. And the call log was from an Android phone. And the number, she was calling the number. It wasn't calling her. If you notice the arrows is going back and the arrows is going up and down. Like if you see a private call is calling you, so the arrow is pointing down. You can't call a private fucking number. So you called that number and then
Mm.
tried to have it as a throw off. I've been saying it since day one. And that's why she's mad as fuck at me. You know the devil don't like nobody playing with their work
Mm-mm. Never.
at all. And when she was telling me that story, she couldn't even look me in my eyes. I'm a fucking Scorpio, bitch. I'm reading you all the way around the border.
So Katrina, let me ask you this real quick. So Top Flight said so she's the one probably left the door open, and why she leave like she went to work and didn't come home until 9 o'clock a.m. but was still seen with her. So Dorothy seen her last, in my opinion.
Okay, listen. She never made it home at no 9 in the morning.
They basically
That
just
no,
said
I
she
know
didn't go
that's
to
what
work.
she said. That's what she said. But I'm telling you what I know, cause I watched the neighbor camera. Before I watched the camera, the dad was, cause I was standing on the sidewalk while he was standing on the porch with the lady trying to show him the camera. So look at me, I'm hurt. I'm gonna go up there because I feel like you ain't to be trusted, nigga. I'm about to stand right here and watch you watch this camera because you not about to sit here and delete shit out this lady shit. Because she wasn't actually holding her phone. She let him hold it. So as soon as she gave him the phone, I hurried up and got on the porch and stood next to him watching the camera. So he like, you can't even see nothing. You can't even see nothing. I said, let me see. So I grabbed the phone myself. I see a SUV in the front of front of Dorothy's house. Is dark, so you can't make out the color of the car because it's dark. But they're just sitting there with the headlights on, and it's 1:21, in between 1:21 a.m. and 2:20 a.m. And after that, the car is gone. Now,
Right.
when she said she came home at 9 in the morning, as I said, that's a lie. Because I watched the camera all the way up until I seen her car actually show up. And that was at 11:57.
Mm.
And I seen three cars: her car, the dad truck, and the cousin truck.
So Top Flight said had to be her number. It matched her name to the Cash App, which it did. I got a screenshot. So do you think maybe she didn't tell you she got an iPhone or something, Katrina? Because I definitely seen that.
Okay, this person, Butterfly. Do you know John Hardy and James Brady? No, I do not.
I do. It's
Now, Wayne Brady, I've said it wrong, but John Hardy, I don't know anything about him, but I guess someone That's crazy because he messaged me yesterday and told me to keep his name out of our shit and what we got going on. I'm like, what?
Oh wow, let me
What
write
is
this.
he talking about? So I call him on Messenger, like, I don't even know you. He like, you don't know me. I'm like, nah. I'm like, no.
That's crazy. This is getting
Hold
crazy.
on, y'all. I'm trying to. Okay, so
Uh,
yeah, I told him, I'm like, I don't even know you. He like, you don't know me. I'm like, no, I don't know you. And he like, yeah, all right. And he hung up. So I called back. And I'm like, that was rude of you to hang up on me. Like, I was trying to say something and he like, oh, I apologize. What's up? I said, it's quite funny how you just said something to me and the guy Ruben Mitchell had inboxed me and asked me about if I knew anything about him and Dorothy messing around in 2015. I never responded back to him, so I was confused why he was messaging me. But no, I don't know him or I don't know Wayne. But Tierra says she knows Wayne. Wayne is Jarvez's dad, which is her brother dad.
mm. That's crazy that these names are coming up. They said I never heard this, but I haven't got into the story completely. Somebody said, Justice said, "What about the cousin scene that had to use the bathroom?" I don't know what
I'm
that
the
is.
one that used the bathroom.
Okay,
So what you talking about?
was it something about the
I
bathroom
went
you
in
came
there
up?
because
I
I
don't know.
No, and she talking about when
oh when I went in the back.
she talking about when the kids went up there.
Oh, I don't know then. What kids? My sister kids?
She talking about mentioning her in a station.
Oh,
She talking about station.
you talking about the pad situation?
They said,
You talking
who
about the
drives the?
pad?
Oh, go ahead, Katrina. My bad.
Oh. See, I was
Yeah,
about to
be
say
specific, Justin. What
I don't
happened?
know
Like,
that part.
what? Not what. Like, maybe they don't know everything that's put out there yet, but be more like a little bit more specific about what happened allegedly about the cousin using the bathroom if they did, if you get what I mean. Top Flight said, "Who drives the SUV?"
What?
The
SUV.
what you mean? Like, is it a certain
Yeah.
color? Cause it's a couple SUVs, but the dad driving SUV and the cousin driving SUV.
Okay. Yeah,
The
be a little bit
cousin
more
truck is black and the
just a
dad
little bit more specific, you guys, for me.
the
Maybe it's
dad
things they
truck
just
is
don't
like a
know.
maroonish. Like the dad truck is like maroon, like a red maroon. Yeah, and then the cousin truck is black. So I don't know nothing else about nobody with an SUV.
So me and you talked, Katrina, and oh boy asked a good question earlier. He was like, did anybody report anything about those dirty clothes? And after that, I want to get into
I did
okay, okay. So there you
because
go. Oh boy, she said she
It wasn't reported the first time. So yes, I was the one that contacted the people, and this is why she's so angry with me.
Renee says she lives about 2 hours from Toledo, praying for
Thank you, Renee.
safe return. We appreciate that. And I'm just saying, ask not trying to be rude or anything, just ask like I can't say, oh, who had the black hair? You know what I'm saying? It just put a color out there like who's red SUV, who's green SUV is what I'm saying. So somebody said they seen that when allegedly that Dorothy came home that Dorothy threw some trash away. You can we get into that, Katrina?
I don't know.
I know.
Uh,
I know.
all you talk about that night when Lele
Yeah.
Nunu them got pulled over.
Yeah, that's what she talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shit, I know. Shit, they scared. Shit, my babies, and
My little and then it say my little cousins is out here. These are teenagers.
they're kids, they're babies, but they still was on they shit. Here, hold on. No, 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 no. Stop.
Yes.
Plug it in here. Plug it in here. That shit hot as fuck.
What, my phone?
Yes.
Is Dorothy a person of interest?
Uh, I mean, she should be. I can't say for sure that she is, but she should be.
I agree.
If you hide
I
and shit.
definitely agree.
But as far as the shit, and we not putting no names on nothing because again, they're kids. But my little cousins was out looking for Kimani, and they said that my boy cousin had to go to the bathroom. He knocked on my mama's door. He said he heard some shuffling behind the door, and ain't nobody answered, so he knocked again. He said it sounded like somebody was like trying to like quietly run up the steps or whatever. He's like, but again, no answer. So he like, fuck it. We just gonna get back to looking for Kimani. They rode around. They that he got back in the car, and they went to go pull out. And before they turned the corner off of the next street, my mama was jumping in her car and peeling the fuck out. Uh, they said they continued with their search, but like within like 5 minutes, he like, no, for real, I gotta go to the bathroom. So they headed back to my mama's house, and they said that again, well, when they said when they left the house, they looked one of them looked up at the house, and the upstairs light was off. They said when they pulled back around in under 5 minutes, that upstairs light was on, and my mama's car was not back at the house. Um, but he said he couldn't hold it no more. He wasn't about to wait for them to open the door. So he said he went around to the backyard and was using the bathroom or whatever. He said he heard a female voice like, "Stop, stop, that's enough, stop." So he running up the alley to try to meet up with my other little cousins, and he meet up with them down there at the other end by the field. He said as they walking through the field, trying to get to the front of the house, uh, they see my mama pull back up. The
Mhm.
way that she pulled up, she had to pass them to park her car, so they know she seen them. They said she jumped out of her car, went straight to the garbage can, threw something away, and then ran in the house and locked the door. I ain't never seen my mama run ever in her life. And they said that they was like, hell no, because we know that she seen us. They said they went and they looked in that garbage can. They said it was like a Dollar General bag or something. It had a bunch of balled up clothes in there and a pair of blue rubber gloves on top. They said they wasn't sure, but they thought they seen some blood on them clothes.
Mm. And Katrina, I think me and you touched on that a little bit, didn't we?
Hold on. She stepped out for a
Okay.
second.
Thank you.
Butterfly, my mother was shot in the leg. She was shot in the leg by her ex-boyfriend John. But that was on some whole other. It had nothing to do with my daughter. That was years ago. Years ago. Like I was still a young whippersnapper.
No, she said Dorothy's not. She said they haven't made her a person of interest. Yet, Sean. She said, "Do you think the father knows more than what he's saying?" Tierra.
I mean, I couldn't say for real. I don't know. As I've stated multiple times before, I don't deal with my mother and I don't deal with my daughter's father if it's not pertaining to my child. So I really don't know. Again, I only found out about this because my sister happened to call me. My sister lives in Indianapolis. She called me because she seen it on Facebook. I don't do socials. I don't really like people. I stay in my house. I take care of my business. I take care of my kids. That's it.
They said has a missing date been stamped or confirmed?
The
I
18th.
mean, the 18th. That's the last time that anybody.
So the 18th is confirmed, you guys. It's the 18th is the stamp. Yeah, so Justin, what you was asking, that is true. The question that you asked her, she just told you about, that was pertaining to that incident. What happened to the bag though? They said
Uh,
she gave the bag a different something different
So
to the.
I know a bunch of police officers had went over
Yeah, cause
there,
after
but I
that,
don't know that they
cause I
did
think she
anything
called the
with the
police
bag.
on saying that somebody
Yeah,
was lurking around her house, and the little cousins got pulled over by the police.
yeah.
They called me
They
and
saw.
said we pulled over, and I pulled around there with them, and sat there with them until the detectives pulled up.
Yeah, we told the kids told the police about the bag. And I just showed up to let them know like, hey, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't out here trying to like do no weird stuff. They wasn't out here trying to like kick the door in or no nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? They was literally just trying to find my daughter. And the police officers was like, they not in no trouble. We just don't want them, you know what I'm saying, accidentally incriminating themselves by touching things that could be evidence. Don't hit my baby again.
So the police did get the clothes.
From what I know, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying, Top Flight. That answered your question. She said, about how long was Dorothy gone to the time she arrived back, 10, 15, etc., to see what areas she may have went in.
Huh?
I guess she's saying like if because Dorothy, from the story, Dorothy saying she wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Now we
yeah,
know
she
that
was supposed.
Dorothy wasn't at work.
So
Top
so
Flight just
I'm gonna
asked
tell
the
y'all
date.
this. My auntie, and I'm not putting no names on nothing, but my auntie said that her, my mama, and they friend left out the house at 10 o'clock. My mama said she didn't get back to the house until 10 o'clock the following morning. So I don't know.
And was that
Thank
on
you.
Monday?
Yeah, that was Monday night they left out at about 10 o'clock, and
That's
then
crazy.
my mom was supposed to have got back home from work that Tuesday morning at about 10 o'clock. I don't know why she pulled this Sunday bullshit out of her motherfucking ass because everybody know that her basketball coach, the kids she go to school with, the whole nine, seen her at school on Monday.
That's crazy. Because we knew it didn't sound right. We kind of read the story earlier. Because, like I said, I did the news thing. So I was like, is it Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday? I mean, hell, it can't be all three. She said no from the time,
From the
basically,
time they seen her leave,
when they had to use the
when they
restroom,
had to use
when
the
she came
restroom,
driving
she
up and
came
running that
driving up.
house.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably at the most, probably 20 minutes. It didn't take long because I know, like I said, when he knocked the first time, he said, like I said, after they got to the corner and was about to turn the corner, she came out the house and pulled off. They was riding around for a little hot minute. They said it was less than 5 minutes before they came back around to knock on the door again. So at the very most, I'm gonna say 20 minutes.
So, Tiara, what do you think happened to Kimani? And would the child be a runaway? Does she have a cell phone? To all of them inmates running in and out of the house, that is a huge red flag.
For sure, it is a huge red flag. My mother likes bad men. I can't speak on her taste.
She running a damn
That's her
halfway
thing. That
house.
ain't got nothing to do with me. As far as my child being a runaway, my child has never ran away. My
She
child
did
also
say
deals
that.
with depression. My child does deal with depression. At one point, my child tried to start a fire in my mother's house. And when asked the reason why, she said she just wanted to know what it felt like to die. That's coming from an 11-year-old child at the time. And even then, she didn't run away. My daughter is not a runaway. She's never been a runaway. What do I think happened to the child? Uh, I couldn't say, but from the camera footage around my mother's house, my daughter never left that house.
Right,
So I don't know.
right, right. Well, that comes to the next person. Have they conducted a search of Dorothy's house, or is this all like
I don't
what's
think they've done.
No,
I don't think they've done a thorough search when we
yeah, I don't
ran
think
into
so either.
them.
Because
when we ran into them when they had pulled my little cousins over, they said they were still actively trying to get a search warrant. So,
I don't know. It's taking so long.
hey, turn that down. That shit loud as
No,
fuck in
but
my ear.
yesterday when she had did that, and I was telling them that she put the gun out on me, and I'm trying to file a report and all that, and they said, well, she said you're lying and all this. I wasn't even trying to talk to him because he was pissing me off, but he
No,
said
like I
that
said,
her house is no interest in her house, so her house is xed out. That's what that man said. But the lady was being compliant. But it's just that man. He just an asshole, bro.
no, that
And
house
she
is
did
my
already
mother's
say,
house. It's not
Virginia
registered.
did say she was trying to make it into a halfway house. It wasn't, but she said the way she was allowing people, I
No,
don't.
so let me
No, I was being
no.
funny about her messing with
Ah,
all
okay,
those
okay,
different
okay.
inmates. And, yeah, that's.
Nah, my mother has. They wouldn't let my mama run a halfway house if she wanted to. This woman had been to prison too many times. They not going for that.
No,
Do the
This
police? Do
is not
your
a prison reform system. That's not
oh,
what's going on at Dorothy Latigue house.
okay? Do the police know that she lied about working that day, or is this just coming out on Facebook and stuff?
No,
no,
that
we had
just
just
came
literally
out. I
read
don't
that.
know.
I don't know where that came from. We just read that, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, that just came out. So I can't
It is
I
true.
can't speak too much on that. That's a new development for us.
Hmm. So we do got, I know it's hard for you, Sierra, because then I'm gonna let you take a break, Sierra, and talk to Katrina for a second. But they do got Darnell down as a suspect, like a major suspect. There's not a is there a doubt in your mind that he couldn't possibly hurt Kimani, or are you just like how's your feeling about that?
I mean, from what I know,
Mama's.
Kimani and her father have a great relationship. Even the kids at Kimani's school that have reached out to me, they told me that Kimani always said throughout everything else that she's told them, she's always stuck to she wants to be with me, her dad, and her little sister. So I really, that's all I can speak on. I don't know what their relationship looks like outside of what I see in front of me. Um, I don't know. I don't know.
How was Dorothy able to get your child with the background that they saying allegedly that she has?
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
even know
know.
my.
The system is broken. It's been broken.
I
They
know.
let. You want to fight me?
I know somebody that been in
I
prison for
listen.
murder and got custody of a
Hey,
kid.
I
we
was gonna
currently
say
looking into some
legitimately.
stuff like that now, so it's
Listen,
not.
I was gonna say legitimately, the system is broken because my mama had a record long before my daughter was born.
Mm.
And even okay, like for example, I know that when my daughter wasn't at my mama's house, and she was at my godmother house, my mother was fostering a 16-year-old. You know what happened to that 16-year-old? She ended up pregnant with my little brother baby. I don't
Mm.
know. I don't know.
She said, "What kind of work do her mom do?" Since she said she was at work when the baby went missing.
I believe she works at a warehouse or a factory of sorts.
She said, "I'm late." Is she
Yeah,
she
she's
mixed?
thoroughly mixed. She's thoroughly
Yeah, I was
mixed.
gonna say you could tell from him.
She's
Um,
thoroughly mixed. Her dad is black, Puerto Rican, Italian, and German. So, and then our family mixed up too. So, yeah.
And give me a second, Tiara, real quick. To my chat. Butterfly, let me ask you this: since you said CPS does mandatory background checks, how was Dorothy able to fly under the radar? But we are currently doing the Zaya Harris, or a lot of y'all are studying that case, and haven't we tried to figure out how the grandmother of that little girl flew under the radar and still was able to get kids the system are I mean every story we do
The
um
system is so
the
broken.
CPS is always CPS. It's never nothing different in most of these cases. Like 95% of the cases, it's always coming back that CPS was called numerous of times on each case. Every case that I've studied on, or looked into. CPS has been called, and at this point, I don't know what to do. It does. It does. It's sad. I signed up to be a safe house red door. I had to have a complete hey butterfly, I mean, you know this from sending me stories and stuff. We know that
I
CPS
mean,
is different in
listen,
every situation. And it's
the
sad.
the only thing that I can add to, I mean, because like I said, I can't tell you why they gave her custody. What I can say is, I mean, just think about the multiple people that they let foster kids. Did we not hear about the case where this woman and her husband had 7 black kids and was using them as slaves and
Like,
had them
absolutely.
sleeping in the shed outside?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They This
Absolutely.
system is broken.
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up, Tierra, because I was going to touch on that, but I'm glad
I
that you
mean,
How
touched
come
on
y'all
that.
if they
keep
not checking
asking
the
that
foster
question?
parents and they not doing a mental evaluation on them, what make it any difference with the biological family? I mean, yeah, they did the background checking initially. They said no, which is why she was with my godmother. But here we are.
She said, "What do you believe happened to your baby and by who?"
I think that my mother got mad at my daughter for whatever reason. She went to go hit on her and fucked up. And I think that she probably called Darnell and didn't tell him what was up. He probably went over there, and 9 times out of 10, he was like, "Oh, what the fuck? Hell no!" And she like, "Nigga, you an accomplice now. You can't back out." I
Wow.
don't know. I can only
She
speculate.
probably tried to blackmail him.
I
Ain't
can
no
only
telling.
speculate. I think she.
All we could just do is just guess. Oh,
That's it.
but I don't know. That shit just crazy.
So Tiara, you take a break, baby, for a minute. Get you something to drink. Thank you so much. And if they got a question, I'll
That's
ask you. Okay.
exactly.
But I want to
That's
talk to
all they
Katrina.
be wanting is some fucking money.
Yep. That's it. That's it. They are. We need to figure something out because again, y'all,
It
this ain't
says
the first
CPS,
story.
one of
So
the
we can't
main
say why
suppliers,
did CPS
trafficker.
that's always our question. CPS
They are.
failed again. CPS failed again. That is our main question with each one of these cases. So that's something we can work on. You know what I'm saying? And they always take the wrong children out of the homes. In the worst cases, get to slide under the rug. It's just where we're at. Katrina, I want to talk about you. Me and you talked a little bit about her friend, Kimani's friend, and some things that she talked to you about. If you don't mind touching on that, or is that too sensitive?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean,
If it's too sensitive, we can move on.
yeah.
Okay. Um, in the home, with young Kimani, have you ever heard of any SA going on in the home around her?
Any what?
Sexual assault or anything like that happening around her, or having people that has that background around her, anything?
Yes, I know she have had people around that has that background for sure. And it's family members, people that's not family. And I used to be like, cause my daughter, she always asks like, why we don't be around? Why we never? I said, girl, because that family is weird. Y'all, this is our family, the family that I created.
Yeah. And
And
Renee, the internet's gonna say a lot right now. This is a fresh case. They are.
I
Um, you might have came in a little late. I think you did when Tiara was explaining that she deals with mental health issues and she's dealt with a lot of stuff and autism and everything else. And her mother tried to use those things as a weapon against keeping her child and other things to her. So very much so when you got other kids and you don't think about your mother being the one against you. And I don't care who it is in life. I My mother was a good mother, but just to think that some of these people that deal with the mothers that they have, it's quite hurtful. So yeah, I could see that. She said, "Facts, Dior. They don't take her a lady." Um, it's been a lot. Katrina, tell about the search you got going on with Kimani and things like that, and so anybody that's in that area, because Casey the bodyguard is in here, he's watching currently, and Casey the bodyguard, he's been out there in Gary, Indiana, searching for 13-year-old Janiyah McMichael Rogers, and he came in and he said so many people's texting him about he texted me and said so many people's texting him about this case right now, and stuff. So she dropped off, but I'm gonna drop the link again if she wants to come back up. She might have lost signal. And let me say this to my audience and stuff. I don't ever want to come off insensitive because I don't know this story. I don't know I don't know these people. Thank God with Top Flight, I appreciate that part that you did send me their numbers and things like that. But we have to be mindful in a lot of things, and we don't. How are we gonna get the answers? We want to cover the stories, but we want to be. We cannot be aggressive. We have to be mindful so we can find the child. We cannot find the child if we don't have some of the missing pieces to ask them questions. So I do want to be mindful when we do have anybody here on the panel and stuff like that, how we ask it, how we say things and stuff like that. And y'all know how I am with asking the questions and stuff like that. I don't know if Katrina lost, and I don't like that she kind of dropped off. I don't know what happened, but hopefully you come back, Katrina, if you're still watching, so you can tell everybody about the search, where you're going and where they can meet you at and stuff. Top Flight did drop her Facebook link and name in the chat earlier. I asked her earlier because she keeps saying her grandmother's family's weird. Whose grandmother? Who's the you talking about Dorothy? And Dorothy, I did talk to Dorothy as well. I did. Dorothy says she will be pulling up with me tomorrow. She's got a search. They got a search tomorrow. But I wanted to talk to Katrina because Katrina has set out and she's like, hey, if don't nobody want to help me, I'll go search for her. But if anybody would like to, this is the address, and please you know, meet me here. Let me ask her, can she come back? And that's why I'm saying I don't want to run nobody off. I don't. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. When a child is depressed, it's because some kind of abuse is going on, physical, emotional, etc. I've been looking into the CPS corruption, trafficking, black market involvement for a while. Yeah, I've heard that, Dior. It's crazy that you said it because what story was I doing? I think I was doing a Gabriel Hernandez, and I came up on something, and I was on the phone with Callie actually. Hey Nisha Boo, and they was talking about actually it was Butterfly Beautiful was telling me about what was that called, Butterfly, the hospital, I mean the doctor that started black marketing the kids, and that's when the trafficking and the CPS came up. And but yeah, she said these babies don't deserve this. The mom knew the grandma was abusive. At that, I would have not left my baby there and deal with the consequences. Yeah, some of us and most of us can't say that, but when you are put in a position and you're under a lot. You're under mental. Because I don't know her mental. I know I deal with it, and it wasn't good. But I can't say for her. I cannot speak for her and say why she did what she did. You know what I'm saying? She said her mother did a lot of stuff against her. She used her mental against her, and when she did try to get away, her mother also used that against her. So again, I can't. I'm not gonna attack her on anything, but I understand what y'all saying too. We all free to our thoughts, but again, I don't know Tiara. I only talked to her today, and my main focus isn't why she didn't do what she did or anything else. It's about where is Kimani. I think we lose focus of it sometimes. I see people be so like, let's dissect them after we find or we get closer to finding the babies. But I can't speak for everybody to say, for everybody to think like me when it comes to missing children. I'm just a little bit more sensitive. And I think I'll be focused on bringing them home. I don't want to hear the story. I don't want to hear anything else bad about this baby. I don't want to think she's not alive, even though, and talking to Katrina and stuff, she said, Miss Parker, I don't want to think the worst, but from all the stories, and I want to give the mother hope. You know what I'm saying? We could judge her later once we find out all the details. Right now, everybody's speculating. It's new. Do y'all believe everything? If somebody calls you, say you're a bad mother, am I supposed to go off the handle and believe it? Can I say shit happened? I lost my children. So I know that y'all would judge me. You get what I'm saying? I gotta remove her off the table and say, damn, y'all would have judged me had I been on YouTube then and told y'all my story. It's just that by God's grace, mama raised my kids to be okay. But damn, y'all some tough ones. Found that about my state in the 80s for real. Look up the Franklin credit. Yeah, when Butterfly told me, I seen that. The Franklin, I think you told me about this too. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play a clip real quick of it. Give them time to see. I just wanted to check on them and give me a second, guys. And this was like my first big opportunity, like to have a missing family's a missing child's family on the panel, and I so expected a little bit different, but I get it. You know, man finding his babies. Fall guys, I did come in late. I've dealt with awful things from my mother, so I get it for sure. I was just no, it's fine. No, it's fine. That's why I said you came in late. So some questions that was being asked had already been asked. Renee, you're fine. And it's a lot of stuff. I ain't even get to go through it. I'm interested. I believe it. Never stop watching some more videos of trafficking. Yeah, I'm ready to actually look that up while we're here. Thanks, Rob. OMG, I pray she's found it. Okay. Tribe, I just bought the book. I'm going to start reading it tomorrow. Oh, it's a book, Belinda. I think it's the second time. Big Cat, yeah. That's Katrina's Facebook, guys. Casey, if you're still watching. That's the cousin of Kimani Latigue. Man, these babies, yeah. They said prayers for you and your baby. Mm. Yeah, that's deep. Yeah, it's a lot. Poor Butterfly. What was the name of that doctor that you told me to look up? Because I looked it up and I read it about those children, those babies. It's okay. It's okay. It's just that y'all put yourself in my position. You're a billion channel. It's one thing that we read these stories, but we never have too many people. The families only go so many places. You have to go here, you have to go there. Hopefully they come back. Maybe not so. So would it be in my first time? Thanks to y'all, but would it be in my first time having them here? It's just like you would, I don't know. But I know that everybody don't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't see things how I see things either. You know what I'm saying? I think my expectations too be higher for people, be too high for people sometimes. And it hurts my feelings. But I get it. Thomas Hicks. Is that the name of the clinic? I thought it was a clinic. Thank you, Miss Sean. Thank you, sister. John Washington's connection. Yeah. I'm gonna open the panel up for anybody that would like to come up and just kind of what they heard and stuff like that. I don't know if Katrina. I hope Katrina's phone died. I hope she'll come back. And Katrina, I hope nothing was too offensive and stuff like that for you. And things. And everybody's not gonna be like me and just ask questions. Some people's emotions are high due to all the cases that we're touching on. So I get it. She said, I pray she's found ASAP. I pray she's safe and sounds. Pray for the mother. This is a very sensitive topic. Yeah. And it's just as sensitive for me because I don't know her. And I was just trying to get to know her. I was trying to get y'all to know her so y'all can follow the story and go from there. You know, how y'all feel about it, I can't control that. But at the same time, Dior, you said a book. Thought they banned it. Well, let me know when you're done because I'm sure it won't have it all in there. Thank you, sister. Thank you. The mother needs resources, and she needs public's help and assistance. Because she's been let down once. Based on me talking to Tiara, and I appreciate you too, Tiara. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to bring awareness and have the mother up here to give us some kind of inkling. Do she think what she knows? And they gave us a lot that the baby was never seen coming out of the house. Never seen coming out of the house. So y'all got to think if that was y'all up here. Would y'all, how would y'all feel if I let y'all come here and just, you know what I'm saying, just overindulge and say, period. I'm asking because I want to. Who's going to make, you know what I'm saying? Just come in with major aggression. Because that's how I felt in a sense. And I was like, dang, is she going to ask anything else? Is she going to go quiet? You know what I'm saying? I want answers too. But it's a way that you got to approach people too. And it's a sensitive matter. It's a 13-year-old girl missing. Bloody clothes, everything. Only to be seen last on Monday, lies being told, never to be seen again. And I agree, Denise, she does. Maybe she ain't had love. They said Dorothy was aggressive. Dorothy has had this child around some people that has SA charges and more, and she has been abusive to this baby allegedly. But I won't know. I won't know. I agree because when they shut down, and I've texted her, and they haven't even texted back. So at this point, I'm just a little. She's alive. She just needs to get to her in time. Hope she's one of her at her friend's house hiding. When you think they dropped the ball, they didn't know the kid being unalive is likely outcome. So they keep them there to retrieve organs and things to sell as use. Anatomy is number one in demand. Thank you. No. Book my own research. I like how you reworded things when asking questions. You have a deep dive John Walsh and his dealings and his own domestic violations with his daughter and family. I thought is John Walsh the one who came? I thought is that the one who used to do the missing persons? I'm wondering who the person on Facebook is that's putting all this info. I'm always skeptical to believe everything I see because some are just opportunists during tragedies all over where I live. I mean, it could be they said it's family members. They was even up here while some stuff was coming out on Facebook, Renee, and they was like, oh, it's a family member speaking out. So we don't know. Just like I said last night with the Naziah Harris case, it's a family member speaking out that we haven't heard of yet, whose name hasn't been mentioned. Just because we see key players on the board don't mean it doesn't mean it's key players in the background that hasn't revealed themselves. Everybody's not loud. Everybody don't hit panels. Everybody don't come out. You know what I'm saying? There's some that plays the back end. They don't do all of this. Thought they banned the book because it had mayors, judge, lawyers books. And is that the book? Is that what you just told me, Belinda? The Franklin Credit Union? Thank you, 90s baby. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, the Hicks Clinic. Yeah, that was deep. I don't get on Facebook much, but I'm sharing. I hope. Yeah, sure. Share her. Share it out. Keep sharing and stuff. We need to take her to village, not CPS or whatever it's called in each state. I work in the field and seeing the realities each day, which is hard. Michelle, they was interacting questions earlier, and they kept asking, and they said, why didn't CPS do anything? And she didn't have the answer. And there's so many stories. I don't know how we lose focus of every story that we've talked about on here. And I know y'all been on YouTube to hear other people talk about these stories and why CPS. I don't know why CPS fumbles the ball. Y'all, we just did Naziah Harris, and they said they fumbled the ball. So I don't know when it comes to why do we think that every state's different with fumbling the ball? Let me ask y'all that. That's a question. Why do y'all think that it's somewhere out there like CPS is good? Do y'all know if it's good in up there in Toledo to ask why CPS fumbled the ball, or can y'all just give me an answer on why did y'all ask her? Why did CPS not get involved, or how did the mother get the kids and everything else? Oh boy, hey, I'm never respected. I'm never respected. Oh boy, I'm beginning to accept it. It just is what it is. I just gotta continue doing me up here. Oh boy, I can't. Maybe disabling the chat if you ever are able to have anyone on the panel. Again, that's close to a case you're covering to minimize. Yeah, and you're right, Portia. It is. I'm just gonna have to do that. He was a doctor. Yeah, he was a doctor. Thank you, Portia, for that. Cause, what is your zodiac sign? I'm a Capricorn. December Cap. She's strong for that. Prayers to her. And she's telling y'all it's not easy for people to come up here and say, hey, something wrong with me. It's being something wrong with me. It took me forever because I didn't want people using that shit against me. And now mine wasn't even as bad as Tiara's situation. I didn't have a child missing at 13. I didn't have a child in this situation. You get what I'm saying? To be ashamed of her. You know what I'm saying? The world got to know I'm in this situation, and I'm slightly, and she even said, oh, but I did graduate. I did. You know what I'm saying? So she's proud of her accomplishment, but at the same time, she's always had a mother that tore her down. So even when she accomplishes things, it probably still ain't good to her. It's good to her, but who don't want to hear from their mother? Good job. Hey, Sean.
Hey, so at first I wasn't even going to come up here. I was just going to let my question rotate. And then it happened again. I think that we have to be given some kind of consideration because a lot of times we're texting and great minds think alike. And so a lot of times, 4 or 5 of us may be thinking of the same question, and we're texting the question. And then before we know it, 3 of us then text the same question. So it comes off the way that it does. So my suggestion that I put in the chat is that you gather the questions from us in a chat.
Thank you.
And then when you're granted the interview, hold that interview private in a private session so that there isn't anything for them for the your guests to reflect on, be misunderstand, take the wrong way, feel any kind of disrespect. You know what I mean? It's just you and her, especially seeing as though it was the mother
I
and she's
know.
going through what she's
That's why
going
I
through.
think I'm so disappointed because it was the mother, and this was big because it's fresh, and it's a suspect, and then we got I've talked to Dorothy and stuff, so I don't want to be up here like, okay, Dorothy's guilty. I gotta hear their side and I gotta hear hers, but sometimes when you're seeing what you're seeing, and people watch from the bushes just to see what's being said and how it's being done before they'll ever even like. I've been around so long. I've been around too long. And it's like, it wasn't y'all questions. I got to be honest. It wasn't the back to backs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Sean. I
So
really don't.
then we're basically just going to chalk it up as a learning experience. Don't
Mhm.
be disappointed. Just take it as a learning experience of how you'll handle it later. Like you can basically, like a lot of us, right? You know a lot of us, like you said, you know a lot of us very personally. You know a lot of us personally, like on different levels. Like I'm no idiot. I'm not gonna go
That's
by
why
the
I'm
all of that.
shocked.
So you,
I think that's why
but
I'm a
with
little bit
that
more
though,
shocked than
but
some.
hold on, hold on. Don't take all that credit from you, and don't be disappointed and take the credit from us either. What you
I
do,
didn't take y'all. I didn't take y'all credit. I didn't take y'all credit.
okay. What I'm
Take y'all
saying is,
credit.
don't be disappointed. What I don't want you to feel bad. What I'm saying is, because you know us on certain levels, you know how we're thinking, you know how we mean it. If we're putting heat behind that question, if we mean it disrespectfully, or if we mean it respectfully because of how you know us to be. And then you can pose the question that way. You know what I mean? According to how you know us. That's all I'm saying. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. Well, it's okay to make mistakes. I guess is basically what I'm saying. Nobody is perfect. We've learned a lot. A lot of us came into it off the energy that we left off from it earlier. You know what I mean? And then we were sitting here listening, and we're like, oh, well, she ain't the. So that's not the. Oh, so she's not a. Well, damn. You know what I mean? A lot of us came into it on the mindset from earlier. And earlier, we were ready to put everybody to the cross. But then mom came in and was like, listen, I don't know what y'all been told, but I'm this kind of mother. I'm not that kind of mother of the
Hold on.
picture that
I got
they
to
painted
get
of
it back. Hey, Katrina.
Yeah, my phone had died.
I was hoping because I was just like,
Girl, and
man, I hope
I just
Katrina
said, I'm
comes
like,
in.
man, my phone tweaking. It kept powering on and powering back off. Like, what?
Yeah.
That was the devil.
What you say, sister? So you made a post and you were saying that even if you got to do it by yourself, but if anybody would like to do the search with you, they can contact you, and so you could tell them where you was going to meet up at and things like that. So if you could tell us that, so if anybody in the Toledo area or anybody in the surrounding area would like to come and help you in your search and stuff.
Yeah, we were gonna do something again tomorrow, cause I only took me a little mental break today because of all the stuff that transpired yesterday, and I gotta be safe. I ain't got I got 6 kids of my own. I can't. That lady was trying to kill me, like all because I'm out here trying to help, but she don't want no help. She don't want that baby to be found.
Yeah. So you said you had a little she pulled something out on you and stuff like that. Can we talk about
Yeah,
that?
yesterday. It happened yesterday.
So what happened, Katrina?
Well, we were doing our own little search or whatever, and I had got a call from a family member like, "Hey, they over here at there's some people over here at Dorothy house with gloves on," and I'm like, "Huh?" Oh, so that's some detectives at her house. So that's what. So I put up and I looked. I'm like, those are not detectives. These are just regular people. And why are they bringing stuff out of this house? Like, so I called the detective and contacted the detective myself right there. So, like, in the midst of all of that, why I'm contacting the detective, I'm sitting in my car with my window up. And I'm not parked in front of her house. I'm like parked towards the corner, more towards the corner of her house, because I didn't want to be parked in front because we had just got into an altercation the day before of that. So I'm like, I'm not pulling up in front of her house. I kept telling my cousin, I'm like, I'm not pulling up in front of there. I'll pull up the street, a little from her house. So she took it upon herself to walk all the way down there by my van, like, and she started talking shit and just saying little things. And I'm like, but I'm on the phone and I have my window up. So I'm like, is she talking to me? And then she in the middle of the street. I open my car door and I'm saying stuff back to her, and she cocked the gun. Well, her neighbor next door came outside and passed her, gave her something, and I didn't know what the something was until
Mm.
I heard the pistol being cocked or whatever, and I'm like, oh, so you out here with a gun and you're a felon? Really? Oh, you about to go to jail? So I even told them about her doing that. They didn't believe me because when they put up, they talked to her before they talked to me, and I'm the one that called. And it was, what are you doing over here? You don't even live over here. I'm like, dang, y'all not even giving me a chance to talk. Yeah, like I'm the one that called you guys. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Mm.
all this
That's
shit is
crazy.
just so weird. It's really weird, and then the police give them weird right along with them.
Wow.
Because from my knowledge, because I had one live on Facebook. Cause I've been calling them out on everything. Like, y'all keep lying. It's just nothing but lies being told. And I had one live on Facebook, talking and saying, expressing and saying a lot of things. Um, Somehow I get contacted about my live, and they said now the FBI is going to be involved because of some things that I was saying on the live. Okay, that's fine. They need to be involved when
Okay.
we are out on these searches, and we is like suspicious of certain things, and we contact the police and they say, oh, well, we don't have a search warrant on this house, or we don't have a search warrant for this, or we can't go and proceed to do this. But it's like more than enough probable cause to do it. So if there is a missing child, why wouldn't why wouldn't y'all go? Like, I don't know, it's like so many fucking abandoned houses. We have to be careful going inside of these places. That's why I'm like, I'm out here doing this with my little cousins and my friends, or people, random people that I don't even know on Facebook. It's like people coming from Michigan that I don't even know. Like, and it's all women. Like, it's a couple guys, but when we out here at night, it's just us females. We out here in the dark in the alleys with flashlights, and that's about it.
Mm.
and the police will not come help. They won't do nothing.
Wow. This is correct.
And
You
then I
know,
guess because I'm the cousin, I don't matter.
mm, and I'm seeing that. And I'm glad you pointed that out, Katrina. I'm glad you just said that because I'm seeing that the people that didn't have nothing to do with it get more attacked than the focus being on those people and where is this child. I have a woman in the chat, one of my sisters, Renee. She said, I would like to help search if I can. I'm not far. I can also pass the info around in my area if she would like. Can you hear me, Katrina?
It had I was just taking it off my Wi-Fi because I don't know if it's because it's raining out. My Wi-Fi was just messing up, so I was turning it off. But nope, I didn't hear you.
One of my sisters in the chat said she said I would like to help search if I can. She said she's not that far, but she said she can also pass the info around in her area. She's 2 hours away from Toledo, so she said if she can get like flyers or anything, so she could pass in her area just in case,
Yes,
just to help
that'll be
out.
fine. She can message me or text me. I don't mind.
And this Big Cat Moore,
Yes.
this is her Facebook, guys. For anybody that would like to go search, help her search or pass out flyers if you're in the any kind of area in Ohio. Everything helps. She's just asking for any kind of help. She's a mother herself. Katrina is a mother herself, but she has put countless hours in searching, like up until tonight. She's everybody got to sit down and eat dinner, but Katrina, because she was on the phone with me. Because I told her we would try to keep Kimani's name alive over here. So she was like, fine. She's like, Tasha, that'll be great. I don't mind. So she done burnt some chicken and some more shit, trying to talk to me, and came from searching
Hey,
for
they was cussing me
13.
out 'cause I burnt that last batch of chicken.
Yes. So I know you're working hard and I appreciate you. And I don't think y'all get enough flowers for that, you know. So I want to give you your flowers for that. I want to have your own family and push, push your real life to the side to say, where's my cousin? Things aren't adding up. And she's getting attacked. And I didn't bring them here to be attacked. I didn't bring them here for anything critical, anything, you know what I'm saying? And y'all say, well, you got to think about us too. No, I got to think about Kimani at this moment. And if that sounds a little insensitive, maybe, but the focus for them to be here is where is 13-year-old Kimani.
Exactly.
If y'all can understand what I'm saying. And it's why it's hard being a content creator and trying to do this because it is sensitive. Surrounding things that we're reading, coming off Facebook. This person said this person said that. So we got to bring people here to get an understanding. And then maybe somebody like Renee that lives in the area could potentially look in the area she's in and find her. Hey, boo, passing through to hit that like button. Advocacy Day at the Capitol tomorrow. I make a laugh. Definitely. Salute 504, girl. Please. I would appreciate that. So what's your thoughts, Katrina, on, do you have any feeling of what could have happened to Kimani and if she is missing? Where who's involved?
Um, I don't think I know for a fact she didn't run away. That was never my first thought. That's why when she said that, I just start getting sick to my stomach because I'm like, hell, no, that baby ain't running away. I just feel like something happened to her. I don't know what. I know it wasn't nothing good, and I just feel like the longer like that she's been missing, it has turned for the worse. And I don't. I mean, I don't want to feel that way, but that's just it's just how I feel. Like, uh, I don't know. It's like I've been trying to keep faith for these past. Like my voice is even gone. Uh, I don't know. I'm not trying to give up hope, but it's just kind of strange.
Yeah,
And I'm not excluding neither one. And I never excluded neither one from the jump.
yeah.
Because furthermore, it's like, when someone tells a lie, they have to tell 1,000 lies just to keep up with that one, and they still don't even add up.
Thank you, John. Mm-hmm.
I just
Mm-hmm.
wish that wherever she is, they would say something. Because now it's like this is a fucking game, and this is a whole kid we talking about. But when her dog went missing, it was like so much emotion. She cried. She posted that dog every day for 6 months until she got it back.
Oh wow.
So that was, I'm like, she even untagged herself from our post that we were making. Because the first post that I made, and that was the last post that I tagged her in, the first initial post.
Mm-hmm.
And her sister had made a post as well, and she tagged her. And then when I went on her page, I'm like, why is nothing showing up? We're her Facebook friend. So I just I untagged her off my post because she untagged herself from everyone else's post, and I removed her off my Facebook account. So then she got mad because I posted those text messages. It first transpired. But I was been saying things before I posted those text messages. It's just a lot of strange activity going on, which I am never going to exclude her.
So this is your cousin. It's a sensitive. This is you loved your baby cousin Kimani, but family got to be together during this. And do you feel like you and Dorothy will be able to, or is it like at this point, are you willing to
Me
just?
and her was not getting along before this situation. That's why I was confused as to when why, like I seen her name pop up on my phone, um, calling me on Messenger. I'm like, what the fuck she calling me for? And I'm like, at first I wasn't about to answer, but I did. But I'm glad I did.
Yeah, yeah. So with the search, so Tony King said so I do like this one. They said 90s baby said call the feds or the IA if the local enforcement is not doing their job. She said call them.
Okay, I don't look. I don't know too much about those people. I didn't know you can who you go over
We
or
need
who you
to.
go
We
through.
need to. And you
But
know
thank
her
you for the information.
her Instagram, I mean her Facebook is Big Cat Moore, and she does not mind anybody sending any useful information
Yeah,
to
I
her.
know a lot of
Something we
people
don't
have
know because
to.
I didn't know that either. So we want to make sure she. That's why we're putting her Facebook in the chat. So you guys, so 90s baby, if you're on Facebook and you want to explain to her how to anybody that want to explain how to do certain things, Tony King, you can hit her inbox too and stuff. It's easier said than done and stuff like that because she hasn't eaten anything today. She seriously just walked in the house and I called her. Top Flight gave me her information. I called her and she sat down and has been on the phone with me. She made dinner and she hasn't got to sit down and
I
eat.
swear
So
I say, hey, I just said that I've been. Oh, I don't even have an appetite anyway. So I was probably gonna snack. I made some dessert too, so I might just eat me a piece of cake.
she's been crying all day, you guys. She's been stopping and crying. and her emotions in her own house was running high because her babies was want none, need none, and here I am on the phone with her. So that's why when it came to y'all being sensitive and stuff like that, then you know um Sierra being there, I mean Tiara being there and stuff too, and we don't know them, but we want to help them until we figure everything out. We just really need to focus on Kimani, strictly Kimani. And I tell y'all, put the same energy that y'all put into the other kids, put it into them too. Pour into this family too.
That's why I said, I'm like, man. Even during our search part, like we had a nice little crowd out there, but it's like people before we like actually met up and before I got there, it was like a big ass fight, and somebody called me like they fighting up here at the search party, and I'm like, what? But it was some girls fighting, but it didn't have nothing to do with
Okay.
what we had going on, but it still interfered because a lot of people were leaving. Um, then once we had started our search, it's like once we started searching, I'm like, where did everybody go?
Mm,
It's just the people that I went and picked up in my van. I got my friend following me in her car. She got people in her car. It was like altogether it was 4 cars, and we all loaded. But that's literally it. And it was just and it was couple the people that came from out of town. The girl who orchestrated the whole thing, she did it. She did her thing. I think her name is Aisha Walton on Facebook or something like that. I know I had shared a few of her posts.
okay. Let me send you a request too anyway. And not just CPS, but Katrina is also holding Tiara's head up. So she's not only searching, she's making phone calls, things that we don't see in stories. People sweep stuff under the rug. Tiara's holding people responsible. She's trying. She's only one person. So she's trying to uplift the
Yeah,
mother who
only
deals
and
with mental health
I'm
issues. She's uplifting her home. She also has to deal with her daughter wondering where her cousin is, and her emotions was running high too in the home. So
and it's
Tiara had to come home,
like
and I mean
her.
Katrina had to come home and do it a lot. Go ahead, Katrina. I'm sorry.
I'm like I just said, I'm her literally her only crutch right now. Like the only person she got to lean on. She don't know anyone else. Like I met Tiara the day of the search party. I never
So
met
you
Tiara.
met her the day of the search party.
Our whole years of growing up as kids, I never met Tiara. I just met one of her siblings, and
Mm,
I was Dorothy's only child. And once we got a little older, like in our young adult ages, that's when I met her other daughter, Sanika, that is younger than Tiara. And I thought, once I met Sanika, I thought it was just okay. I'm like, okay, I met her son already, and then I thought it was just them two. Until when I I met Kimani when I moved in with Dorothy. Um, and I thought she was probably Sanika's or her son daughter because I never knew she had another child.
wow. So you didn't know Dorothy had another child.
Nope. And then I asked my mom, and she like, yeah, she never had those kids. She
Wow.
lost them, lost them at a young age due to her inheriting this public record. Everybody can pull it up.
And Katrina, what can we help you do? What can we, I'm gonna keep doing lives. I'm gonna keep, every demonstration I do, regardless what it's about, I'm gonna run Imani's picture across my screen just so, if anybody is in that area. But also what do you need us to do? Because we're gonna be here for you. You know, you can always call my number. You got my number locked in, and I want to uplift you because you have no, you know what I'm saying. You got your family, but at the same time, you know, outside support always feels so good. Do you think
Yes,
this is a
yes.
question for me to you?
Yes, because I even have people that like I haven't talked to, like, and had a falling out with, and been reaching out to me like that. So that means a lot.
She said she might need a PI. Where can we donate funds to help this family? So she said also, can you send a link or is it straight to your Facebook? Can she just reach out to you on your Facebook?
Yes, she can reach out to me on there.
Okay, Denise. It's Big
I
Cat
just
Moore.
I might have to, because like, it's been a lot of people reaching out to me, but I haven't got a chance to look through all my messages because I have so many. And then a couple I just been bypassing some that's the disturbing messages. So that's what made me not even start looking at the messages. Once I get disturbing was, I'm like, oh my god.
And she's being attacked, you guys. She is being attacked for being a cousin. And we know what that's like as well. And Katrina is also reaching out to friends, something that a lot of people don't do. But Katrina, in the stories like this, we always hear, why didn't nobody, where the friends? Who's the friends? But Katrina's doing that. And not only is she doing that, she's finding out extra disturbing information. And y'all, everybody's not in everybody's house to be knowing what's going on and be like, well, why didn't y'all do this? It's easy for us to ask, but at the same time, when you really get the story from their mouths to our ears, we have to take that into consideration. And she has to be sensitive because the girl is still missing, hasn't been found, and people aren't cooperating. As we see, the father isn't cooperating, and Dorothy is being in denial for a lot of stuff. So that's why I wanna say thank you for, because she got here to talk to me, guys. Sierra's like, I'm done. She's overwhelmed, and she's like, I've answered enough questions that are in my baby's cameras and her baby's face, and it's a lot that they're dealing with. But go ahead, Katrina.
I forgot what I was about to say. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, if you could send it to this Facebook right here, 90s Baby 4, that'd be great.
Say that again.
She was saying she found some numbers and stuff. If you have any resources, people that can
Oh
help her,
yeah. I-
churches, organizations in that area, sometimes people need a extra lift. You know what I'm saying? A push. It's easy for us to say, go to your local grocery store, call this number, do this. But if we can, if y'all, want to help her, she's willing to take any help. She has a family of her own. She's uplifting the mother right now, and she's going around not just searching, but she's going around finding friends and getting pictures, and that she's not getting provided by the mother.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, the friends have been reaching out to me, inbox me, and then I had left my number on Facebook as well, just in
Yes, she very much still got her number on there. So if you're following her,
direct.
Katrina's,
So that's why I left my phone number on there because a lot of people can't get to me directly through Facebook. So the little girl asked if it was okay if she sent me pictures and videos of Kimani on the bus. She said they were kind of old, but she just asked if I still wanted them, and I said, yeah, it's fine. I even had the news lady had even reached out to me and asked for permission to use an updated picture of Kimani, and I also told them yes as well.
okay. I gotta find you on here myself. Okay, I found you. Got you. I just sent you a follow request. I'm Latasha. So whenever you get a chance, you don't have to, immediately. I
Okay,
got another question. You're there with Tiara, and Do you think it's a lot of she just got a lot on her plate, and is she in
Yeah.
denial of believing that the father
Yes.
could do it?
When she was so confused because I know it's very sensitive right now, so and don't nobody know what to think. So I'm asking her like, what do you know? What did they tell you? And as soon as she start talking, I'm like, that's a lie. Why would they lie to you? And I said, you know what? That's why. That's why they took so long to even notify you because everything is a lie.
Mm,
Why not contact her mom? So what? Because she's not in her mom's custody. At the end of the day, that's her fucking mom.
yeah.
I just think it was wicked and selfish to not do something like that. Like, why not call her? She found out through my post. Her sister seen my Facebook post and she called her instantly.
So for my audience, Tiara didn't get a phone call from her mother saying that young Kimani is missing. She had to find out by a post that Katrina's sister wrote. Yeah, I know how that feels, and stuff like that. We listen, but we don't judge. And I need us to really leave tonight. Leave tonight, because really, like I said, I've been there. I Give me a second, Katrina. I've been in Tiara's position, and I told y'all that. I've been there, and okay, sister. Thank you, Bam, sis. Have a good night. Okay. Thank you. I love you too. And it's like, dang, I be listening, looking at some of the comments, and I'm like, dang, if I would have known y'all, would y'all done me like this? You know what I'm saying? Or would y'all took time out to listen and not judge? And she's still in disbelief, and I can hear it, Katrina. That's why I was like, she was like, no, no, she loved her dad. And I was like,
Yeah.
and I can't say, well, now, cause you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm getting a story new today too. So, and I had my people, they was in it on it instantly. I was like, this is our new story. And we are emotions is running high over here, Katrina. Just so you know, I don't think anybody would be intentionally coming for her with mean questions. We've just been doing a lot of children's cases, like I told you, and we have really been upset. And some of these stories have been very, very distasteful for us. So please don't charge it to our heads and not our hearts. I speak on behalf of me and my writers over here. Charge it to our heads again, Katrina, and not our hearts. And I'll call Tiara tomorrow and also explain um, that to her as well. We've been nonstop on these cases with kids, and we haven't caught a break. And even when I want to catch a break, Katrina, I'm right back on this internet. You hear me? I can't
I swear,
get to the
my
kids
my,
out there, or like we get answers.
my daughter's mom, you need to get some sleep. Ah, baby, I can't. I cannot go to sleep. I'm gonna try to get me some tonight because I'm gonna have a long day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just relaxed today, and I knew I needed to relax because um I was trying to run up my stairs for something, and my legs were like so weak I could not even lift them. Like how you skip the stairs, skip what? I could not do it. My legs were so weak. I'm like, yeah, I gotta sit down and let my body get a little rest for the day.
Katrina,
So
I want
yeah,
you to get you a
I'm not
restroom.
sure what time. I'll probably just I don't know. Mm, think I'm gonna wait until. I know I'm gonna have to wait until after school hours because I got a lot. Let's see, my mom is in town too, so she could probably be a little help with the kids. So,
Well,
cause I know it might be cold out. I got two younger ones. They're twins. They only two.
oh, So that's a lot. Oh my goodness, twins and two, and you know them twos. Woo, they something else. Oh my goodness, I don't even miss that, and that not the twos.
Right, and when Kimani seen them, she was like, "When you have these babies?" Because I told you I haven't seen her since January of 2022. I got pregnant with them February of 2022.
Well,
So she
Katrina, you get your rest because I don't want you to, because I know you got a lot going on, and you call me tomorrow.
okay.
And I'm praying for you, and Dad's praying for you. And again, charge it to our heads and not our hearts. We love the kids. We are hashtag protect our babies, hashtag save our kids. You won't believe some of the stories that's happening, but I don't expect you to think about anybody else but Kimani right now. And I pray that God gives you the strength with all you're enduring right now in your home and around the family. I wish you nothing but the best, and I just want God to give you strength.
Okay, and thank you. And I'll be touching base with you tomorrow.
Baby.
My voice going in and out. That's how you know it's time for me to lay down.
Go on, lay down, Katrina. Get you some rest, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. You call me whenever you get you enough rest and get your house together, and then you call me.
Okay, thank you.
All right, my sister. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Whew. Here we are again. Here we are again. Yeah, protect our baby. She is defeated. She is defeated. And it's sad. It's sad. She's trying. She's trying. And then we have a mother that is in so oblivious right now. Her mind, Tiara's mind is not her. She cried her ass off. It was Katrina that got her here. She's trying to protect the other babies. They're attacking her. And I don't know her story. I know that Kimani wasn't in her care. She wasn't. I don't know if they lying. I don't know who's telling the truth. I know Katrina is, and I know that this baby did tell me she dealt with mental. And it's not easy to tell the world and then be attacked because she got autism. She also says Kimani deals with autism. She said her mother has been abusive to her child and her. We just got over a situation like this lady leaving her daughter in the same fate that was left up on her. And I told her to charge it to our heads and not our heart. I do consider each and every one of y'all comments, but I don't know. I don't know. Y'all wouldn't even believe some of the messages I was getting while I was interviewing. And y'all say, why you want to give up, Miss Parker? Why you don't give up, Miss Parker? Don't do that. And it's like you need hey Shalana. We have to seriously pray over him. The devil's busy. Yeah. Just when I didn't think the devil would play in my yard, it does every time. Every time. Every time. These stories make me sad. They make us all sad. Yeah, Denise. to be on the phone getting a story from her kids crying out for her. And she's telling me the story. She's Katrina's boots on the ground. And when I say she's boots on the ground, this girl has been everywhere. That's why I said, do you want to talk about the friend? She said no. The stories I've heard from her today have been horrific. So for them to still hit this panel and talk, that was big. I challenge y'all to become a content creator and do some of this stuff that y'all see these big content creators do. I don't know, Lizzie. I'll be in touch with Katrina. I'll bring her back as more progresses. I'll bring her back, Lizzie, and I'll ask her tomorrow. I'll run it again and ask some questions. She's strong. She is. She is. As I heard her kids in the background, mom, mom, and she burnt some chicken, y'all. This girl is so tired, she damn near burnt her dinner. Thank God her mother is in there with her. Her mom was like, girl, you burning the chicken, your food is burning. She didn't have the strength to get up and get her food. She literally came in from searching for the little girl and called me and stayed on the phone with me up until my live, trying to give me as much information I could pass to y'all and anybody that lived in that area and stuff like that. She's calling the police, everything. Hey, Casey, come up for a minute, please, if you have time. She is in denial, thinking that the dad had nothing to do with it. Literally breaks her. That is rough. I think you did it great. She volunteered a lot of information. She did. She did. Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you, Denise. Thank you. I would have thought that was his mom. Mm. Well, he lived there, Lalizi, too. So maybe that's why he had more of a rapport with the grandmother, because he lived there. She didn't. She ran. You could tell from talking to Tierra, it's a kid in her somewhere. It's some stuff that just ain't came out yet. Hey, KC, salute.
What's going on? Salute. You finally got me on here.
We here again. Another 13-year-old living with her grandmother. Only the grandmother to tell some people that she left on Monday, only to be at school on Monday and no longer seen on Tuesday. Throwing away bloody clothes, and the young lady that was up here is her cousin, and she said she called the police immediately. She called the detectives and was like, "No, no, she's removing bloody clothes. Y'all need to come get this." And she pulled a strap out on her. So yeah.
What city is this?
Toledo, Ohio.
Wow.
So the father, let me play the clip for you. Let me play this news clip for you.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's a super sad case. Like, I'm like, dang, we just, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the videos the other night of you and your search team, and we got this young lady
her glasses and
It's literally like 12 people just tagged me into that young lady's post that's missing. So yeah, I definitely want to find out more about the story. Possibly, go down there to try to assist the family.
Yeah, she said nobody's helped the young lady that was up here. She said she's even putting her number out. That's dangerous alone because you don't know who
Yeah.
you'll attract. Just putting your number out there. People are so crazy and weird. She said I don't care what I got to do if I got to look myself, but if anybody wants to help, she put her number. That's how one of my subscribers sent me her number and stuff. Was like, hey, she posted something, so I contacted her immediately just to see if anybody in my crowd was from up in the
Yeah.
area and stuff like that to help find this baby. But I'm gonna play this clip for you,
Okay.
Casey.
Her glasses and her underclothes were by the couch in the front room. Her pajamas were in the dining room on the floor.
A Toledo family is asking for help to help find a 13-year-old who's been missing now for more than 2 days. Her name is Kimani Latigue, and Alexis Means spoke with her family members today. Alexis, what are they telling you?
Well, Sasha, the Toledo Police Department, they went out and they talked to the grandmother today. The grandmother says the teen has never run away. She did not show up for school on Monday, and when you call her cell phone, it goes straight to voicemail.
I just want her to come home safely. I mean, she's not in trouble. She hasn't been in trouble.
This is a picture of Spring Elementary student Kimani Latigue. The teen has not been seen since Sunday evening after 10 p.m. Her grandmother says she came home from work and the door was unlocked.
It was Monday morning. And when I came home, she wasn't here. Of course, she was supposed to have been on her way to school, but according to the way that the house was set up, once I got here, because it was in complete disarray, she wasn't here. So I called the school so that I can talk to her, and they said that she wasn't there.
She says Kimani's keys were at the house along with her glasses. Her grandmother says the 13-year-old can't see without them. She also told me the stove was on and you could smell gas.
Other than her and I, it's just the two dogs in the house. So who cut it on? So that was kind of suspicious. Then her glasses and her underclothes were by the couch in the front room. Her pajamas were in the dining room on the floor.
Her family handed out flyers telling people if they see her to call police. The teen's grandmother says she's not the type of kid to run off.
She always calls me and asks me prior to going somewhere, can she go? She's a latchkey kid, so she has her own keys for the home. She has a phone just in case anything happens. She can contact somebody. She's very responsible.
Kimani's father says he saw his daughter late Sunday night after she called him afraid to be home alone.
I came over here because she said that if it seemed like somebody was trying to break into the house. So I sat for an hour, me and my cousin, we sat over here. And we left around like 12:30-ish.
The girl went missing from Elm and Bronson. Toledo police were investigating.
They came inside, they looked around, the officer requested to see her room, how it was set up and all of that, and she went through some of her things, but they didn't take anything.
Let's stay right there. Let's stay right there, Casey. Hold on. Let me tell for the Latigue, that is her mother. This is Dorothy Latigue. The son, Kimani's mother lived out of town. Kimani's father lived there in Toledo. That's why he had more connection to the mother than the daughter. The daughter also stated that Kimani did go to school on Monday. It's so many different reports and I talked to Dorothy today. She's tired. They had a search and she's tired and stuff, but Kimani did go to school
Is
Monday.
any the family members on here now?
She just logged off. She just went down. I was trying to get you up here with her just because she was talking about the houses, and I was gonna say, let me get Casey up here to tell you how to go in the houses and stuff. Because I don't want them to get hurt. And I seen how you and your team, with them videos you send me. So I definitely don't want them to get hurt. And I know with women it's different.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But I think just from what I'm picking up now, honestly, the police, just with everything that was told to them, first thing they should have did was fingerprint the door. That's what I would do, number one. Number two, did they even take the underwear and the stuff that was seen for
You
evidence?
heard her. That's why I said, let me stay right there, Casey. You heard what she said. She said they didn't take anything. So Katrina, before you came up, she was telling, I was getting her to tell the people that she said that she said she's still been going by every day just to check things out, see who's got cameras, which I said, hey, flowers to her to be the cousin. She's being attacked, which is crazy to me. That's another story, but she said when she went over there the other day, Katrina gets to throwing away some bloody clothes and stuff, and she said, "No, ma'am." So she called the detectives. Like she's throwing away bloody clothes, and the baby ain't here. She's missing. Where'd this come from?
That's kind of like the situation I'm working now. Had the baby, Janaya is missing, and the mama just said she just washed all her clothes. How you washing all her clothes and she's missing? You know what I'm saying? Prophet P.I., what's going on, my brother? That's my boy there. Happy belated birthday, too.
Hey, welcome, Justice with Prophet P.I. Welcome.
But my advice would be, well, I can tell you now, down there where they at, Ohio, it's going to be hard to get that community to come out and support them. It's kind of like, the community in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? I don't suggest her going searching in no buildings by herself. See, people got to understand the seriousness of when you go into these abandoned places where not only do you have to worry about what's in those, as far as, you can walk into a trap house. Not only that, but you have to be careful. A lot of these abandoned places have floors that are caving. You know what I'm saying? Not just that, but you have animals that's hiding in these places. Coyotes, possums, raccoons. You see what I'm saying? So, if you go into these places, you have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? I don't suggest her going by herself, but I understand her because she feel like if nobody else put boots on the ground for this baby, she needs to. I am available to assist. If we're working out where I come down there, me and my team, to assist them. But I think just from what I'm gathering right now, that the police, it is early enough for the police to actually find this baby. We're not dealing with something that just happened a month ago. You see what I'm saying? Everything's still fresh. Everything's still new. So, the fact that the lady door was open and you have the panties over here, this over there, it's like, if the police would have just took that as evidence, you know what I'm saying, while they was there. You know what I'm saying? And from what I'm gathering, we're not dealing with a young lady that's, have ops. To me, just the whole thing sound more like a home invasion. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, the questions that I would have to ask, who else in that home? You
And the
understand what I'm
father,
saying?
it's crazy you said that because she did call the father and say, it sounds like somebody's trying to break in the home. Now the grandmother is saying that was going into Monday morning, from Sunday into Monday morning, when it's not even factual. But she said she was at work, and the little girl allegedly called her father. He came over there for like an hour to like 12:30, and going into Monday morning, 12:30 Monday morning, and he said he left, only for her to come home and say, "Go ahead."
So she said that somebody's trying to break in the house, right?
The young lady Kimani did.
We need to dig more into who the neighbors are. because somebody's been watching. Somebody's been watching the little girl. And see, that's why I tell people, I get it that sometimes these parents have to work overnight and all this. You have to watch your surroundings because it could be your neighbor that's actually scoping y'all out. You know, me personally, I would have to find out if on that block, if it's any registered sex offenders. Something in my spirit is telling me that you have to start on that block, the neighbors. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because just by the way everything, for what I'm gathering, you know, the door being unlocked, you see what I'm saying? The little girl panties here, and you know, something happened in that house. You understand what I'm saying?
She really quick. She did say the little girl never left the house.
So where's she?
Exactly. And they said
Eh,
that she said that one of the neighbors she has been in contact. So you guys listen, so it won't be well. Where was the neighbors? A camera. If y'all had came in here and listened, y'all would have heard her say she went to the neighbors about the camera. So one of the
Hold
neighbors
on.
told her.
Let me guess. The neighbor said they ain't got the footage.
They told her that they said one of the neighbors said alerted her that she'd been throwing out trash. She said Monday morning she just seen her kept going to the garbage can. So immediately she said she called the detectives. And when they came, by the time they done came, she said, you know, it was different trash in there, but you know, she said the neighbor that was she's been in touch with was like, no, it was blood. So she said she asked Dorothy, the grandmother, allegedly about the clothing, and said she said the young lady had came on her cycle, and she said there's no way that anybody's noticing that from being a neighbor that it's bloody clothes and stuff. There's no way they're looking being able to notice cycled the cycle, you know, ministerial cycle clothing from
Yeah.
across the street next door. You're just not gonna see it, you know. And she said that the police is treating it as nothing. She said to not even take clothing of the young ladies out of the
Enough
house, to
evidence.
take the panties or anything. She said she's questioning everybody. So when she went to go look in that garbage can today, Dorothy definitely put out a strap on her. So she said she called the police and was treated like she had done
Hold on.
something wrong.
Who is Dorothy?
That's the grandmother that has custody of the little girl.
So she the one who put out a strap on somebody.
The cousin that was up on the panel.
Okay.
Cause she's hands like when I say she's boots sass and she's going to check the neighbors. She's got friends. She even I'm not gonna put it out there because she didn't when I asked her some questions. I'll talk to you on the back end so
Okay.
I can get y'all connected. But one of the little friends gave some vital information and she also told me about alleged assault and essay involved. But I told her I'm not gonna make her talk about anything she didn't want to talk about and put out because we got to think it's still right now the little girl's missing.
I just want to say this, and this goes for anybody who has missing loved ones. You have to be willing to just put everything on the table. It should be no secrets held. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you want people to come out to actually help you, you have to put everything on the table. You know what I'm saying? Right.
And it is some roommates. I gotta give you these. I gotta send you these roommates names that's staying in there because one of the roommates is even the grandmother had people staying in and out of the home. But she didn't tell the news now. She just said, me and the grandbaby. And I just got to be honest, Dorothy, if you're listening, love, it's nothing against you. I got to go with what you said. She said it just her and the granddaughter, but come to
Is she
find
on
out,
here?
I know she's got the links and stuff and she's supposed to come tomorrow night. So whether she comes after her and all this, I don't know. But it's alleged that and everybody's saying one of the women that stay in the house was saying she's taking full credit that she's the mother of the little girl. But the actual mother was on the panel earlier with the cousin. So it's all kind of it's not
Yeah.
making sense on their end, on the grandmother's end. I gotta be honest, it's just not adding up.
Quick question about what time did this little girl come up missing?
The grandmother said Monday morning, but Tiara said the police, the detectives told her Tuesday. She did get accounted for at school. Her and a friend rode a school bus. The cousin said she's even got pictures from the friend where they was taking pictures on the bus, but the little girl did allege that she's tired due to abuse. And I'll talk to you about the friend on the
Yeah.
back end and stuff because she
This
didn't want.
sounds so much like Jania's case and a little bit like Nazaria. We definitely got to talk.
And she did say now the mother did allege that um it's a lot of manipulation. She said CPS has been caught on the grandmother many a times. And it was even a young girl on Facebook. I got to get her name really quick. She actually said, because I was going to try to get her on the show too. She said she said I don't know how the grandmother got her custody of that little girl because she's had many a CPS cases. So, and she did not go to work. It's been told that the grandmother didn't even work on the day that she said the little girl came up missing. But she said the detectives told her the official date is Tuesday, that the little girl missing, like to say she was missing because she was accounted for Monday by a friend. After that,
So you mean to tell me this grandmother is pulling guns on anybody that's coming over there looking for this baby? I need to get down there. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't gonna put no gun on me. Because at the end of the day, it's about this baby. It's about this baby. You know, stuff like that makes me really want to dig more into this grandmother.
Casey, you froze. I think Casey froze for a minute. Katrina said she was being funny when she said that, but she said because all the people that be staying in there, Alicia, that's why she made the joke like she's running a halfway house. So I do want to clear that up. Shabu and her friend Liz, they're lying, saying that she's the girl's mother. Let me kick Casey so he come back. Let me remove him. Casey, come back. I don't want you to sit up here frozen. So young 13-year-old Kimani Latigue stays with her grandmother. Her mother left. She lost custody. She said Dorothy told the people that she suffered from mental issues. She was trying to get away from Dorothy. And in doing that, she was staying with people here and there. She went homeless a little bit, trying to deal with a mental issue. So Dorothy used that against her and said she's unstable. She got custody. She got custody of the little girl, and she said she never fully lost her rights and things like that. So for people saying why was her dad going over to the grandmother's, because the dad was still in the city of Toledo.
Yeah, my phone had that. My bad. Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot, and you right. It's when I was writing notes down earlier. I said, so you didn't see red flags knowing that you come home and you said the baby can't see without glasses. Hold on. Shauna, can you quit calling in because you're not connecting? It's not connecting, love. At all. I don't know where you are, but it's not connecting. But she goes in, she says, oh, I go in from work, which we now know is a lie. We just gotta, it is what it is. But I go in, the baby's glasses is there, her keys are there, her panties are in the living room, but her pajamas is in the dining room. The house is in disarray. So I called the school. She said she called the school to see why the little girl left her glasses that she can't see without them. And the mother did say she can't see without her glasses. She confirmed that. So that didn't stand out to you that the girl's glasses was there. And then the fact that her house keys was there and the doors unlocked and the gas is on. And she said that, like the daughter did say, she said, so the gas been on for 8 hours. You mean to tell me, she said, Tasha, the dogs wouldn't have made it. And she said, my mom's house would have blew up when she came home.
Yeah.
She said 8 hours with the gas on. She said there's no way.
So I'm just saying, it makes me really think that did the police even search the house?
No, she said no. And they do got a big old post saying, if you've seen this man for the father, they gotta, and when the mother was up here, she was like, she loved her dad. I don't think, she said, but I do think my mother done something to her. And when he was over there, she made him help her. She said, she did say that, but she said, I don't think he would harm our daughter.
I mean, you know me. It's a lot of stuff that looks suspect to me. And then one of the biggest red flags is the grandma pulling guns on people. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That house got to be searched. Me personally, for me to not look at the grandmother as a suspect, I must be able to go into the house and search it from top to bottom. That's where I would start at. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. Then I go into the neighbors, find out who your neighbors are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if the family need my assistance, of course I'm there. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely arrange it. But, I will say to them that if you don't want this to be a cold case, don't let up. Because Ohio police don't care. To them, it's just another cold case. You know what I'm saying? So, to her family, if they on here, keep applying pressure. Don't just, it's a lot of stuff I want to say that I'm not going to say on your platform. You know what I'm saying? But, it's crazy because it seems like I'm seeing more and more parents and grandparents crashing out on these kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Mm-hmm. Think about it, Naziah. Elders crashing out on her. Janaya crashing out. And now this. It's sad, man. We got to bring social media awareness. Just the simple things to get it out there. You know what I'm saying? I want to find out more about the grandmother.
She did say this, Casey. Let me give you this big one. She said the girlfriend of the father, the little girl's father, had called and said that that the father, Darnell, came and changed clothes. She said it was odd because his shoes was muddy. He came and put on some boots that he hasn't put on in years that night, and he came back muddy. And she said she didn't get to see the clothes, but she said she noticed that he just threw that in there by itself, the outfit alone. And she said she asked him what he was doing, and he said he pissed himself. But he washed the outfit. She said, and the boots. She said he didn't just wash the outfit. He washed. So the cousin that was up there said she called the detective. She was like, no, I'm not letting that slide. They didn't even know that part.
Ask the family Make sure they get in contact with me.
Okay, I'll give her your number tomorrow.
This is sickening. It's so sickening. Some
And it's
gotta change.
crazy because it's like y'all got people going out on these searches, and it's like y'all know what happened, and it's wasting people's time and everything, energy. And I salute to the cousin because she's out there, she's talking to friends, she's finding friends. She said she asked for the pictures and stuff of Kimani, and she said the grandmother went totally left. And she said before it get worse, she said she doesn't have time to be locked up because it'll take her away from trying to find the baby. And she said what she's hearing is just like, she basically said she's just nobody in the family knows that the mother is staying with her. So that's one. She she said they're threatening her, like trying to make her give answers and stuff that she don't know. And she said she's sick of the babies. They're got her 4-year-old baby's face in the limelight. She just doesn't want it. The mother, the real mother of the little girl, just she's crashing.
You want me to be honest with you? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
That baby might be somewhere on that property. Because everything is point there. Everything is pointing there at that location.
Let me say this. Hold on, Casey. She didn't say they checked the house. She said they checked her thing, like checked her room and things. Like checking the house is checking the house. You know what I'm saying? But she just said checked her things. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So no, she didn't say they checked the house. She said they checked her room to see if what everything looked like in there, but they didn't take anything, and they didn't check the house like how you would if, because they're not thinking of that. Remember, we're going back to Annette, a runaway. So y'all gotta listen to understand. She and really hear what she said. She said they checked her room, and that's why I said, well, damn, they didn't take. If they would have checked the house, they would have took them clothes for DNA and more, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't say they checked the home. And even when Katrina was up here, she said they need to check the home. They didn't check the home. They only checked the room to look around, but they didn't even take anything. Go ahead, Casey. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just man, I wish I was down there. Because you know I don't get no fucks. You know what I'm saying? You let me in that house I'm gonna start off checking the room. But while I'm in there, you know what I'm saying? Let me just mosey my way down to the basement. You know what I'm saying? Every room gotta be checked. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. It's like all these cases have a lot of similarities. And it's our people. Our people, man. You know, it has to come time where you can't just keep blaming the police. You know what I'm saying? Things like this starts at home. You know, the question is, I would ask, did this little girl have a boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? Did she, you know what I'm saying? I have to know certain things about this, you know, young girl before I even start the search. Because I'll be damned if I come out there and here it is, I'm tearing up the blocks when this young girl could be right in the basement. You understand what I'm saying? A situation like this for the grandma to pull a gun, like, what are you doing that for when you know people just coming over because they genuinely care about this young girl that's missing? If anything, I'd be like, sure, come in my house. Search my house. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that's not adding up with this. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff not adding up with it. Wow.
Oh, let me add that the father used bleach to clean one of the subscribers said the mat in his truck, and he, the piss clothes. He used bleach for the the muddy boots and the piss clothes.
So did the police talk to him?
He's they said he's a person of interest and he's on the run. They haven't.
Oh, well. You got a picture of him?
Yeah, let me send it to you. I think it was Top Flight or was it Regina that sent it to me?
So he's running for a reason. He's definitely running for a reason.
I think Regina.
Now this guy that you said is running, do he stay there with them?
No, it's the little girl's father. He lived in town. The mother ran. She took her other kids, and once she got custody of her, she further moved on and had other kids and stuff. So she moved out of town. The real mother, she's young, so she left town, and the father stayed in Toledo and stuff like that. So he was hands on. Let me see this.
Just send me whatever info you have.
Okay, I just sent you his picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to work on it tonight. Do you have the address of that location?
Top Flight, did you send me the address too? Because let me see you the grandmother's information too. And I'm gonna see the cousins.
Let's see.
That's the grandmother. Dorothy is the grandmother. The last, and this is the cousin that was just on the panel. This is her information. I'm gonna put her name on Facebook under the picture.
So the police ain't released nothing like far as where he might be heading, where he from.
The baby mother even said he came to the she said he was at one of the searches, and she said she said they didn't act. She said he wasn't wanted in questioning at the time, like he wasn't a suspect at the time, but she said like that's what Katrina's trying to figure out, like it's like where's he running, because he was at a search and we need like what's going on with y'all. That's why she said it's like they're not helping.
Yeah. Now, are they saying that she ran away? Yeah, we need to talk when you get off of here.
Yeah. It's real bad. It's real bad. No, the dad isn't missing. The little girl, Kimani Latigue.
Oh boy, hey. Oh boy, what he said is definitely right. I agree with that 100%. You know.
I mean, it's almost like what's going on with this age range?
Yeah.
We're stuck at 13 right now.
I tell people all the time, it seems like it's about seasons. Like, you know, if you notice, it's like you would have a whole month full of things happening to elderly people. Then you have a whole, like up here in Chicago, that's how it is in Chicago. Like all this month, where the last 2 months has been about missing people. Then it might switch tomorrow about gun violence. You know what I'm saying? Then it might switch to burglary, robbery. It changes. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to look more into this. The good thing about it, you know, it's not an old case. It's still fresh. So, you know what I'm saying? It's still able. I'm gonna reach out to the police department out there to see if I can maybe get in contact with the chief of the police. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, they saying that the father, he on the run. But how do they know that for sure?
Check the back chat, Casey, real quick. Hold on.
No, let me. I hate I got on here so late. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know you're busy. I know what you got going on. So
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So this girl was in a and yeah, let me say this. Top Flight said, don't forget, oh yeah, so the mother said on the 15th, she had just got her for the first time in a long time. And I said, did she show any emotions or anything? She said no, she was fine just like she was. And you know, when kids come back from they said the cousin said the baby couldn't be happy about a new pair of shoes. She would call her bitches and all kind of names. Verbal abuse was pretty bad for the baby.
I don't understand why the police didn't take that evidence. Because you never know, it might be some semen in the panties.
And the grandmother was trying to delete camera action and it's a lot of deleting stuff. And it's like you said, we back at square one with a different situation. Oh, let me show you these. Let me read these to you. This is the grandmother to herself. Hold on. This, I think, let me send you these. Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a lot of shit. I don't know if I curse on here, but it's a lot of stuff not adding up.
This is the grandmother texting herself, which I've never seen anything like this. I mean, what we dealing with? Because the young lady did say, the mother of Kimani said she deals with mental health, and we know that's hereditary in a lot of ways. And she said her mother was very manipulative with the system. She said she doesn't know how her mother got to ever have custody of her, meaning she don't know how the mother kept custody of her daughter, like her growing up and her daughter. And the cousin that was on her said, hell, she never knew that Tiara, the mother of Kimani, never existed. She said all them years Dorothy pretended to like she had one child. The mother act like she didn't have kids. So she said it was Monday night, Ladybug. The mother came and per detectives, Sunday's off the table. They was trying to throw people off.
I'm reading the tests.
Yeah. That's what she was saying, Top Flight. If y'all would have heard her, she was saying that that's when she was pulling the strap out because she said, you know, she got a call about the trash and stuff and the bloody clothes, and the kids had something about the little cousins and stuff. I guess where everybody's searching and everybody's going over there and stuff. Something happened. I'm gonna have to go back and ask Katrina. Well, you asked her because I know she'll connect with you, but just ask her about the clothes and things like that so you can get a better understanding. I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.